Good evening, and welcome to Science and Sorcery, the show where science communicators play Dungeons and Dragons to raise money for charity. I am Dr. Vademan, and I am once again joined by Sam Langford, Alex Holes, Rachel Williams, and our wonderful DM, Catherine Sheard, for the last episode of Search for the Merah, and our last stream of 2022, which is concerning? Exciting? Insert adjective here? Relieving, yeah, we've done a lot this year. You can find all of that on YouTube. We will not be doing less next year, probably, but we'll tell you more about what's happening next year at the end of this show, after what I'm sure will be a spectacular finale. Quick mention that we are still raising money for charity, and I'm gonna pull up the page in just a second for myself. So we are still raising money for the Fourth Valley Rape Crisis Center. Thank you everyone so much for having us meet our goal during Death to Santa last Friday. Incredibly exciting. But if you want to help us save the Merah, or maybe save ourselves if Catherine throws another, 18 fireballs at us, you can still donate tonight as well. We'll be accepting donations until the 31st of December, which point we'll have another charity next month. So yeah, if you haven't given yet, if you've been waiting, now's your chance to maybe help us influence the game a little bit. And that's all I've got as pre-show announcements, so Catherine, over to you for a little reminder of what we were up to 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, happy solstice, Hanukkah Sameach, happy early Christmas, happy Hogmanay, all the holidays going on right now. Mm-hmm. So it's been 2 weeks, guys. As a reminder, our group is in the Lemba Valley, where until recently the inhabitants were protected from all magic, thanks to a barrier that was raised due to cooperation between the humanoids of the valley and the Merah, which are adorable little red and white fluffy critters. However, a few days ago there was an earthquake, and something seems to have gone wrong at the Temple of the Merah. And so our unlikely group of adventurers have been sent, in fact, across the Durang Gorge to find out what has happened. Along the way, they have thrown magical items into the river. They have seen gelatinous cubes and just said, nope, not going to deal with that. They have befriended a binturong. They have befriended a plant. Or a single blade of grass, we think. We can't really remember. 2 weeks ago was a long time. And we have also become extremely crispy due to many fireballs, as Dagmar mentioned.
So crispy.
So currently, 3 of our 4 heroes are licking their wounds, having taken the remains of some flame skulls and yeeted them off the cliff into the river to wash down into the valley, where they will, in 24 hours, prey on some innocent villagers. Good job. And currently, Misery is off in another plane living her best life, and we will find out what she's been up to soon. So I believe, folks, that you were planning to rest. Are you going to rest in the clearing here, or are you going to move a little bit?
I think we said we'd probably move a little bit, just to not be in the remains of the fireballs, probably?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've got a shelter or something.
Yeah.
Who is the leading
Also, there's a bunch of dead ogres here, so, you know.
Orcs.
That there are.
Orcs, my bad, yes.
Wasn't there another thing as well? Anyway.
No, that left. There was a Pegasus, but it flew off again, yeah.
Peggy.
But yes, there was a lot that happened.
Yes. Who wishes to make a survival check to look for a good place to rest?
I'll do that.
Yeah,
great.
That sounds like a druid thing.
That is a 19.
19, great. Katenga finds another clearing very similar to this one, just a few minutes up ahead, but seems to be totally clear of flame skulls or plants that just really want to hug or anything bad or evil.
Cool.
So you settle down to take your 2 p.m. long rest, as you have been for the past few days.
And yes, I do take
Misery Platypus statue.
Yes, I do take the statue out of the bag of holding now that we've settled down, just in case. Yeah, we wouldn't notice if Misery came back, and she would break the bag.
Yeah, so you take the little statue of this strange chimera duck-billed venom-spurred mammal thing out, and after a few minutes, as you're settling down to camp, it starts glowing, and suddenly, poof! A lovely red tiefling appears, looking stronger and more magical than she had the last time you've seen her. Misery has been off fighting in the Emu Wars in some alternate dimension, and so has gained her levels that way. She is well rested, seems alert and happy, and Misery, how are you doing?
I'm back here. Where I've been, you would have loved it. Well, I loved it. The steaming heat. I feel my skin crisp and tender. You wouldn't understand anything like that. I saw these tall, these strong birds, glorious, necky, thick, gorgeous creatures. I haven't seen anything like that since Ankali. Wink. They were destroying crops. They were eating the food. So I just had a little chat with a little horde of wannabe kind of military folk. Just gave them a little bit of advice, when faced with an army of oppressors, you must rain hellfire on them, deafen their grunts and hisses with a roar of vengeance, until you alone stand victorious in the flames. So after that, they just kind of grabbed a few of the piss thingies, like what Dr. Amberhorn has over here, and tried their best, but really it's quite pathetic. The typical men just didn't really get the job done. So just before I kind of showed them what real hellfire looks like, it turns out I'm back. So quite nice to see someone who I know can actually get through a combat. What have you guys been up to? Oh dear.
We had some hellfire rain down upon us. We did.
Oh, really?
We definitely did. Yes. Terrible creatures, flame skulls. Yeah, they might come back. So if you see a big skull wreathed in flame, run away screaming, probably.
Well, I won't scream, but I might yelp.
Yeah. And we met this weird man.
A weird man? What kind of man?
Katanga and Ankali met a weird man. I was hiding in a tree.
It seems like the troubles in this some kind of necromancer. He was initially chatting to us quite openly, and then he was very evil. So we tried to punch him, and he ran away.
Magically.
Yes, he teleported away. In fact,
he knew things about us. Well, about Katanga and Ankali that he probably shouldn't have known.
Well, I don't like anyone getting in my business, so I'll keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Also, just to sort of get you in the loop and everything.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So just so you're in the loop. The other two have kind of seen a bit of my whole curse deal now. So.
You are?
Oh yeah. You know the whole thing I said about doing weird stuff by training. I mean, some of it is training. Some of it is because I was bitten by this creature called a Raksha. I think it's kind of like a vampire, but not. And then I just sort of flip into hold on a second, and I just sort of flip into the sort of Raksha form with the third eye and the red eyes and the and tusks and everything. It's a problem. Back to normal.
I don't see anything classic about it. Oh, positively thrilling. So why do you do that all the time?
I mean, I do need to eat the bone marrow of living sentient beings, which is more of a problem. But
Yeah,
We
but
can
you just
work
had some
around that.
orcs, so you said you'd be fine for some
I could do
days.
good for a few weeks at this point.
All right. And
Brilliant.
Katanga, Katanga made another friend. What was his name?
So this is Henry, and I'll hold up the pot of grass. Henry.
It's not a lemon, is it?
Not a lemon, just
Okay.
grass.
I could have been lemongrass.
Could have been lemongrass.
I just sort of give Misery a look and just sort of pat Katanga on the head slightly.
I reciprocate the look.
I gained a friend and lost a friend in finality as well.
We're all here.
The necromancer had my dog.
Oh, Katanga, I know that beast meant a lot to you.
Yeah, that's why we need to find them.
All right, fair enough. Let's go.
Before we go any further, see the Emu War. I was looking up at the actual real life version of the Emu War. Now I knew that it had happened in the 1920s, but I didn't know that Australia had requested military assistance multiple times after the original. Well, 1934, 1943, there was something important happening in 1943, but yet Australia were requesting military assistance for the fucking emus in 1948. And every time it failed.
Are EU secretly an Axis power is the question.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. A new conspiracy theory. Rose up during the 1920s and...
Yeah. Emus, all fascists. Just...
Yeah.
It wasn't me. That's all I've got to say.
No, you were helping the Allies.
Yeah.
I think the description of the two sides in the Emu Wars is my favorite thing on Wikipedia. Because it's 30,000 emus versus 2 machine guns. Machine guns lost.
Yeah, I mean, Katanga and also Misery for your description, those sound like inspiration dice for science. Emu Wars is science? Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's human wildlife conflict, isn't it? That's pure science, isn't it?
Yeah. And
Well, they came there
colonialism,
to breed. It was breeding season, apparently. So, boom.
Yes.
Okay, so are you folks going to take a long rest here then?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Are you going to set up watches?
I'll take first watch.
Great. So, I mean, Misery, you're fine. I don't know if you want to nap or do some crafting or something. But perception check from Dr. Turnip, please.
Perception check. That is a 15.
15. Your watch goes smoothly. You are on high alert because of the crispiness that has recently occurred, but aside from the occasional rustling from a small rodent, in the bushes, you don't notice anything. Who wants to take second watch?
I'll do it.
Cool. Perception check from Katanga, please.
That is 17.
17. Similarly, you are on high alert. You and Binti are looking on opposite directions of the camp, looking for more of these flame skulls. But nothing of note seems to happen. Third watch?
I'll go. Just a 9 for me.
A 9 for Ankali. Okay. And Misery, what are you doing during this time? Have you decided to sleep some, or are you still?
Yeah, I'm kind of in between naps and just checking my teeth in the mirror, doing my nails with my dagger, that kind of thing. I'm not paying any attention.
Fair enough. So Ankali is taking the watch, but is a little distracted. The burns on her skin still are aching a bit. And yeah, you doing a whole manicure pedicure thing going on. So you don't notice until something gets very close to you. A shambling, sort of medium-sized. Dagmar was excited, apparently.
Yes, I am.
Humanoid-like creature, but instead of skin of the sort that any of you would expect, it's sort of this bluish gray color, almost like a drow, but not something a little bit undead. Just comes lunging out of the clearing, looks around, and sees you, Misery, and shouts, You killed me! I need the two who are awake to roll initiative, please. And Katanga and Dr. Turnip, you should roll initiative just to get you in the order, but you will miss a round.
That makes sense.
14.
Okay, 17, 14. Okay, this guy rolled an 18. Anyone higher than an 18?
20.
20 for Turnip. Okay, then...
Are we fully rested, by the way?
Yeah, this can count as... This is like the very, very end of the full rest, so when Dr. Turnip and Katanga wake up, they'll be a little, like, groggy, but yeah, everyone has leveled up and is full rest. Okay, so sorry, I'm Kali, and then Misery, and what did you get, Katanga?
7.
Someone had to roll below a 10. It's the law.
And Katanga, great. Okay, Dr. Turnip, you're nicely asleep. You do not realize that something is wrong.
Nope.
And this sort of, like, shambling creature, after yelling at Misery, is just going to lunge for you. So he is going to, his heart is filled with vengeance, Misery. This guy's after you. And you recognize him. You know exactly who this guy is.
So one guy this could be, and I'm ready.
Yeah. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I have just remembered a thing you told us about Misery's backstory like 3 months ago.
I got a 7. Oh wait, sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. That's fine. It would be the same outcome. So yeah, it's a 7.
Okay. You said yourself, Misery, you're ready for this. And then your muscles seize up. You are paralyzed. Until the end of this guy's next turn, or until he deals damage to you. You will also be frightened.
I'm
after
very
that.
cross
That hasn't
about
happened
it.
yet. Yeah, you are very angry in your head, but you're nothing's obeying. Can't move towards him. And Kali, this guy is lunging towards Misery, is clearly undead, is clearly angry. What are you doing?
Okay, I charge in and punch it. Wait, do I punch it? Are my fists better than my chakram yet? They're the same now. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I'll throw a chat. No, I'll just go and punch it. Twice. So the first one is a natural 1. So that's...
I've only had a +1 quarterstaff.
Right, the second one is a natural 2.
Oh, no!
You are banished. Then martial arts, I guess. On my
There's a lot going on at this campsite, and like it's you have dark vision, but you're used to pretending that you can't see in the dark. So you just trip over something, and your charge is not very successful. Bonus action?
Yes, so I will use... Actually, do I have to hit to use that? Sorry, bonus action. When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike on marked weapon on your turn, you can... Yeah, okay, so I do hit, I assume, on a 23.
Yes.
Okay, and let's throw a stunning strike onto that, because...
Great. That's a failure on his part.
Nice.
How much damage do you do?
Yeah, that would be useful. I do 9 damage.
9 points of damage. Yeah, so you punch, finally you right yourself after tripping, just clock him straight in the skull. It's kind of like soft and kind of rotted a bit. And through the like magic of your key, he just kind of seizes up, and so he and Misery are now just like staring at each other, both paralyzed.
And I'm just like, I think we need to get up, everyone.
Yeah. Katanga, Misery, you're paralyzed. Katanga, you're asleep. You're waking up now. Turnip, you are prone on the ground, but you've heard Ankali yell.
Yep.
There's a paralyzed undead dude staring at Misery.
Yep, I'm gonna get up and then fly 15 feet up into the air. And then I'm gonna take 2 shots at this guy.
Okay, you have advantage because he's stunned.
Oh, nice. Okay, that will be a 24 to hit on the first.
Yep.
And 21 on the second.
Also hits.
So that will be a total of 23 points of piercing damage.
23 points of piercing damage total.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. This guy is not moving. You hit. True. Anything else?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Cool.
Nope.
It is stunned. It does nothing. And Collie.
Back to me again. I will punch it some more. Jesus Christ, a third. That was another one. So that's minus 2 now.
You get advantage because he's still stunned. Did you roll with advantage?
True. That's a 3.
We're going up. That's all that matters, Alex. One day.
I'm paralyzed. We can start really better.
Okay. 24 to hit with my second punch.
Yes.
Hooray. So that is 5 points of damage, and what the heck, let's try and restun him.
Okay. That's...
Are you okay, Misery?
It rolled a natural 1, so it is stunned again.
Boom.
Yep, it starts to wake up. It gets like an inch or two closer to Misery, and like this like vengeful lunge, and you're just like, nope, knock it in the temple again. Anything else on your turn?
And then I will use my bonus action. Probably 11.
11 misses, even with advantage.
Yeah, even with advantage. I got a 4 and a 6.
Yeah, so this guy, his clothing is just in tatters, and your hands keep just like hitting his clothing. It's hard to tell like where the flesh and bone is from this undead dude.
I'm going to my spare dice box to bring out ones who maybe don't hate me.
Yes. This sounds like a good plan.
Misery, you are no longer paralyzed. However, you are frightened, and at the end of your turn, you can save. So you can attack it, but you can't move closer towards it, and you have disadvantage on your attacks.
Okay.
But it would be a straight roll because he's stunned.
Yes. So yes. Good point. Straight roll.
All right. I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come back and be like, and because he was like, "You killed me," and I'm like, "I'll do it again!" And then I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Okay. D10, D100, please.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
D10 is a 1, and the D100 is 54.
1 and a 54. Okay. On your like sleeping roll, your bed roll, 2 bottles of fine wine appear.
Yeah.
The most misery thing that's happened yet.
All right. So now I'll roll for my missiles.
Yes, please.
What's that? 5 plus 3 plus 2. 10 points of damage.
Boom, boom, boom! All 3 of your magic missiles hit him in the chest.
Can I take a bonus action?
Yeah.
I would like to, in my rage, I call forth a howling creature of darkness. It's a hound of ill omen.
Yes.
Cool. What does your hound look like? Like, what color is it? How big is it?
It's
Your
black.
is a dingo.
Say that again.
Dingo.
Is it a dingo? From what you said?
Yeah, that's a really good. Yeah, it's a dingo. It's a hell dingo. So it's fierce. It's like rabid, but like the stuff that's coming out of its mouth is like bright red. Like it looks crazy. Yeah, very
strong,
terrifying.
powerful black dingo with hellfire dripping from its fangs is summoned.
Thank you. So I think I need to roll initiative for it.
Okay. I'll take
Boom.
the report.
10. Its initiative is 10.
Cool, so
now
it goes right after you, so it goes right now.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so it goes straight for the undead prick.
Yep.
And we are going to attack. How does it attack? Sorry.
Leveling up is fun.
Oh, I forgot.
For those in the chat, summoning the Hell Dingo is not a spell. It is a class feature that Misery has from her sorcerer class.
Yeah. It's doing a really slow motion lunge and it looks really scary.
Don't let this thing go near your baby. It will eat that baby.
Oh,
I know.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've forgotten how it attacks.
Psychon fact: don't let any apex predators near your baby.
You say this as if we're people regularly put their babies near apex predators. Alex.
You shouldn't.
Like humans, right? Like we put them near humans.
Yeah. Non-human apex predators.
Yes, non-human apex predators.
Also, I think Misery still gets
it's
to make her
it's a plus
save.
5 to hit.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's plus 5 to hit and does 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage. And yes, we'll do her save at the end of this. Thank you, Dagmar.
That's okay. We're all distracted by the Hell Dingo.
Oh, and it will do a strength saving throw. Which it fails. The Hell Dingo will knock it over if it hits.
Yeah.
I suppose it hasn't hit yet, but...
He's just... Oh my god, if he goes prone, I'm gonna be at disadvantage. Which is a silly rule if I am holding a gun 15 feet above him and shooting straight down, but I accept rules as written.
Paralyzed auto-fail strength. I know how this works, yeah. Sorry, what's the hound to hit?
16 to hit.
16 hits?
Yeah. Okay, and then what was the damage again?
2d6 plus 3. Plus 3.
Brilliant. Ooh, yeah, 15, baby.
Nice.
Boom. From
Max
a very
damage.
slow motion lunge, the dingo just tears out a huge chunk of its torso, and then both the dingo and the prick are prone.
Okay, that's why I can't hit it.
Yes, because there's a dingo.
There's a dingo on top of it, yeah.
Yes. And yeah, wisdom saving throw, please. To see if you're still frightened of this undead horror from your past.
10 plus 1, 11?
You are still frightened of him.
Fair enough.
He's bringing up a lot of real bad memories for you. Katanga. You wake up. There's a dingo and undead dude. Right next to you.
I'm gonna see the dead dude jump to my feet and see him kind of grappling with this cute looking dingo, and produce flame.
Yeah.
Is this still at advantage?
Yeah, he is still stunned, so you have advantage on attack rolls.
Is produce flame a melee spell?
No.
Because if it's range, you'd be at disadvantage, so then it would be a straight roll. Because he's prone.
Oh, is produce flame? I
have no idea. I'm not familiar with produce flame.
Yeah, do you throw flame or do you just kind of hit with flame?
I throw.
Yeah.
Do
you make the flame appear on him? Because then
no, I throw. It's throwing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so straight roll then.
Yeah, we'll do that again. Oh, natural 20.
Yes.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Okay, 2d8.
Nice.
So that is 24 points of damage.
24 points of fire damage.
Oh my god.
All
Love
the
it.
clothing that was giving Ankali so much trouble is now just on fire, and the dingo seems delighted by this. Anything else in your turn?
No.
Cool. Dr. Turnip. There's an undead dude on the ground on fire.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take another 2 shots at him because I might as well. I feel like it's getting crowded down there.
Yeah,
so
straight roll.
Straight roll. For an 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And natural 20. So, nice. So first one will only do a minimum of 6 damage. And the second one is double damage, which will be 10 points of damage on top of that. Did not roll
Boom,
very
boom.
well.
Another 2 bullets. One pierces his
And now
femur, another into his arm.
Nice. And now my gun's empty, so I'll deal with that next turn.
Cool. The Revenant does nothing. It is stunned. And Kali.
I'm gonna punch it more.
Excellent.
How rough is it looking, by the way?
It's looking pretty rough.
Okay.
Hey, maybe you can eat this one, Alex.
19 hit.
Yes.
Hooray. Let's do. This is again when I'm just regretting that I like. Okay, so that's just 6 damage there.
Okay.
Every
bit counts.
And does a. Oh, in fact, okay, my bonus has gone up from what I was looking at. Never mind. Okay, so that does 19 hit.
Yes. Target 13.
And that will be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Looking precarious yet, or?
Not like a 1 hit, maybe like 2 or 3 hits.
And is it next after me in the initiative?
No, it just
went before you.
Okay, so in that case, it's probably not worth stunning again.
Probably not.
It's already prone.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just like curb stomp it, I guess.
Sure. Roll for curb stomping.
So that'll be 27 to hit.
Yeah, 27. Yes.
And that will be a nice juicy 10.
Nice juicy 10. Okay. Yeah, this guy is looking terrible. He sort of like comes out of the stun and is like, "You killed me." As he's kind of twitching on the ground. Misery, it's your turn.
So yeah, ask in chat a name for the hell dingo. I think that's a good question. I think we'll call him Cain. Like, you know, Cain and Abel, kind of, he's here, he's going to kill. And yeah, kind of also like Carnis lupus, which is the bio name for the dingo we're going in.
Yeah.
That sounds like another inspiration dice if you haven't already spent yours.
Ooh. Well, maybe I'll use it this turn then. Okay, so I am going to throw my daggers at the undead. So it's to hit. It is a 3.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
The dagger goes wide. Hits a tree.
Yeah. Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna use some sorcery points to change the action of casting that spell into a bonus action.
Yep.
And I'm going to go for Firebolt.
Nice.
Cool.
Which is a cantrip.
Yep.
So that is 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So 2d10 of fire damage, that's 8 in total.
Oh, so close. So close. Yeah, you quicken your spell using your sorcerer's origin and boom, shoot him, and he is just like twitching on the ground, like, killed me. Murderer.
And
it's now the dingo's turn.
And then Kane is going to attempt to hit. It's a natural 1 plus 5.
No,
Is it prone still?
it is still prone.
So it would have had advantage
Yes, it
if
would
it's
have.
prone.
Thank you.
Oh yay, and inspiration and all that stuff. Let's go.
Kill him!
16 plus 5, 21. Let's, okay.
Amazing.
That's gonna
Please
be-
describe how Kane kills the well, I won't say who it is, but that perk.
So Kane looks back at me and goes, and then lets out a roar like, "Rah." It's not a dog noise, it's just like a hell noise, like it's going in, and then like kind of goes back and gets ready to pounce, and then just lunges with jaws open, like spitting all the red stuff everywhere, and then the jaws just clamp around this guy's neck and just, and then he dies. And then Kane looks back at me once more and gives a soft growl and then disappears.
With righteous fury, your hellhound snaps his neck for a second time, possibly, and the revenant is no more. It is a dead, unanimated body in front of you, and then Kane vanishes back into hell.
Yay. Sorry guys, that was my ex.
Sorry?
Yeah, when mummy and daddy love each other, sometimes they get married, but sometimes one of them is a complete dick. And then, you know, things happen, people break up, split across realms because you killed them. But, you know, I'm living my best life, so that's what is really important here, right?
Sorry, did you just say you're a mother?
That was more of a turn of phrase, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have any kids. Well, I got these 2 new daughters online, so you know I'm going to be taking care of some precious cargo either way. But no, I was married, and till death do us part. So yeah, and like I'm being very blasé about it, but there's just like one tear coming down my eye.
Would you like me to do anything with the remains?
Everything, anything you need to do, let loose.
No, I'm not going to eat it. I'm full.
Oh. Oh, okay, never mind.
No, I mean, just like, do you want us to throw it off the cliff back there?
Yeah, that would be good. That would be really good.
Nice cathartic cliff throwing.
Mhm. Yeah. And then I give it like double middle finger as he goes off the edge.
I'll like carry like some of the smaller bones even higher up and drop them from an even greater height.
Thank you so much.
Katanga's just looking around going, where did the puppy go?
Binti kind of like walks over to you and kind of nuzzles against your leg.
Oh, hello. Yeah, climb on it.
Aww.
I feel like what you should have just done is reached down and grabbed one of your dogs and then like brought it up. You have pets, Sam. You could use them.
I mean, you've met my pets. Though, like the one that is.
I just want to see Prue eat your face on camera.
No one.
So while everyone's just a bit like, what the fuck? Like Misery's going over, just opens one of the bottle of wines and is like, look, it's a long story. And then begins to recount the tale of her marriage.
And how exactly did Misery murder her husband?
So, it's a long story, right? But this guy, he was seriously a dick. But life started out so beautifully. We met, we were traveling the world, we were nomads, we were just going around everywhere. Like, he was a bard, just playing up all the little clubs and venues and pubs. And I was just, using my charisma to, guess a night to stay here, a bit of hospitality there. We were the perfect match. But you see, he was set to inherit the high bluff fortune. a cursed fortune, one might say, not because of any curse set upon it, but because of the greed of men. He resented the fact that he was set to, look after and control this money, and the free spirit that was within him became bitter and cruel. I brought a divorce. He didn't want me to be free in the way that I could now be. So he trapped me in a cellar, and in order to escape the cellar, I burnt down the whole house. I burnt everything. All their gems were on fire, everything. And I was like, I need a new start. So that's why I came to the Lemba Valley. And now I finished the story, like, I finished the wine and then I burnt.
I think Ankali had got up to the point in the tale where you said he was a bard, and just like, oh, that makes sense.
Never date a bard.
I feel like Misery and her unnamed husband were like an influencer couple who just like scammed businesses out of free stuff.
Yeah, I'll put them all on my newsletter.
He was like a SoundCloud DJ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
SoundCloud
like
rapper. Yeah. Alright.
Was it boom slang? That's
Alternate universe boom slang.
Why not? Harry high bluff. But I'm free now, and that's why I try to give out my wisdom as much as I can. I've lived a big life, I've learned a lot, and I just want everyone to feel as powerful and free as I do. And I've got to say, re-killing my ex-husband, it's lit a fire within me. I feel like a new woman.
That's quite an inspiring story.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess I'm generation. I've been trying to tell people, it just takes a little while to settle in, I think.
I feel like 2 years from now, there's just going to be like your book comes out about like empowering yourself by killing your husband twice.
Yeah. I believe it. Maybe I'll write up all the things that happened in this valley. I came to the valley to find myself. Yeah. I'll put you in the acknowledgements. You will be in there.
Katanga's been listening quite intently to this whole story and would like to insight check the story.
Ooh.
Yeah, roll an insight check. Misery, roll either deception or persuasion. Don't need to say which.
15.
21.
Yeah, I mean, Misery is a great lass, but she's a little hard to read. Like, she said lots of things over the time that you've known her.
Katanga's just been like taking in a lot from the class that he attended at the beginning, and like just likes to be very clear in his thoughts, and even though he doesn't have a huge number of them, it's still very like tries to be clear on them. But yeah, fully on board with the story now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else need to share? I've got another bottle of wine here.
Well, I
It
was just thinking.
totally delicious wine. A very nice
It's
dry
so good.
white wine from, you think another plane that has better wine grapes than the material plane?
Nice. I mean, I think writing a book about what happened in this valley. I mean, I've been collecting notes for that as well. I've never considered an academic text interspersed with more personal tales, but there might be an audience for that. We had some bonding that happened when Ankali told us about her curse and Katanga told us about his dog, and well, the reason I'm here is because if I don't find any really groundbreaking research, I'm gonna lose my job. So I don't want to let my parents down. But maybe a book not just about the science of this place, but about everything else that goes on here. People's lives.
I mean, have you heard of the famous Minotaur writer, Bill Bison? So maybe something like what he does.
He's not very popular in the Northern Empire, but that's because he's from the Southern, or the Eastern Empire, because he's from the Southern Empire. So there is a market for it back in my homeland, because, yeah, people shun him because they're racist.
Well, have you thought that perhaps coming to a new land, writing about your experiences there, that bringing the voices of the people from this land is, and putting them at the forefront rather than your own, would be...
But I think that's what I would like to do. I mean, I'd like to, go back and talk to the priests who hired us and people who know more about this place, because I think I've started to realize that as much as I've read about magic and places like this, it's very different actually being here. And we've only been there a few days. I mean, I have, and I'd need to spend a lifetime here to know as much as the people who already live here. So I think I could maybe learn quite a lot from them.
I mean, perhaps
And Misery kind of bends down. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Bends down and puts her hands on your shoulder and says, "Little one, letting your old life go up in flames might be the best thing that ever happens to you."
You think I should burn down the university?
You don't have to, well, we can find someone to burn down the university if it's really necessary, but no.
Oh, it is a shit university, but...
Oh gosh, I think that was going to be the one wise thing I ever had planned for this entire campaign.
Just putting this out here, this video cannot be used as evidence against either Rachel or myself if our university should burn down.
Yeah.
You're not responsible.
Considering you're at St. Andrews, where there was there's fires.
There was a pretty big fire. It was not in my biology building.
Nope.
I mean, perhaps when we speak to the Merah, they might provide inspiration, as it doesn't sound like they've spoken to many from the outside world.
Sounds great to me.
Yes, but at the same time, what I wouldn't want happening is everyone suddenly showing up here. Because it's a very nice place, but I think part of what makes it so nice is that there's not a lot of people here. There's a lot of untouched areas, and...
I feel this is...
I relate to that.
Hutan facts.
It's also just it's also just my opinion on science and civilizations that don't have much contact with the outside world.
Yeah.
Leave them be, people, and stop doing fucking helicopter science. Just stop it.
The Merah, I don't know that we've actually spoken about this. Does anybody here know what they look like?
I believe I asked in session one.
Yes, small and fluffy. You'll love them, Katanga.
Orange panda, perhaps.
When you said small and fluffy, my brain went Ewok. Small and fluffy, but dangerous.
Powerful.
Plot twist, they are all Warwick Davis.
All Warwick Davis.
I mean, the sooner we get back on the road, the sooner we'll find them. And then you can see for yourself.
Sounds good.
So you pack up camp and decide to carry on? It's
Yep.
10:30 p.m. at the moment.
Yep, this is when we like to do things, Catherine.
Perfect time for traveling.
Perfect time for traveling, yes.
In a place
so
filled with undead, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? So you carry on back down into the gorge, carry on in the path, and you hike for most of the night. And you start, you you start gaining significantly in elevation, and eventually you get to a nice little lake and the start of the actual mountain. And you know that partway up the mountain is where the Temple of the Merah are, so you are getting fairly close. The sun is starting to rise, and it's about this time, Dr. Turnip, when you receive a sending spell. Yeah. And the message says, sending from Ninor and Kronk for Turnip Amberhorn. Problem with taxes. Thousands of gold are owed on the farm. You need to come home and help us. And that's what the message says. And you know that you can respond if you would like to whoever is casting the spell on behalf of Ninor and Kronk. Tronk? Kronk?
Trunk.
How do we...
Trunk.
Trunk.
Trunk. Yes. I think the first thing that would happen is I wouldn't be too high off the ground. Like, I'd be at about, like, head height for everyone else to be, like, equal with them. And I think the first thing would happen is I'd just fall from the ground.
Okay, so the rest of you see Dr. Tarp just suddenly just fall.
But
Whoa!
like fainting fall or just drop to the
No, just like shock. Like, kind of don't know what to do, wings just stop. Like, when you stop walking because you see something, you're like, oh fuck, I need to, like, deal with this.
What's the matter?
I have a big bag of gold now, so I'll... come back as soon as possible and help out. Love, Turnip.
And you feel the magic of the sending spell dissipate, and you get the sense of that scent.
Oh, how'd I end up in the ground? Sorry, everyone. We were going to split this gold 4 ways, right?
That was my understanding.
Yeah.
Certainly.
3 ways is fine.
That doesn't seem fair, but we can discuss those specifics later. Sorry, my,
Binti can have your cut if you so.
Yes, some Binti needs, and Henry need looking after. My parents' farm's in trouble. They need me to come back as soon as possible.
Well, the temple's just up ahead, so as soon as we
Yes,
finish up here, we can get you back home and get that all settled up.
yes. I
Where's
wonder
the
how
farm?
much. It's in the middle of nowhere, really. Oh yes, you would have missed this as well. My parents are bugbear turnip farmers. They found me in a field, and named me after their primary crop. But I've been trying... They sent me to university, and I've been trying to make money so that I can help them, but I don't get paid very much.
Well, that's very depressing.
Yes. If that necromancer, if we see him again, if he's got anything, like, very valuable, I think we should sell it.
Good idea.
Unless it's going to unleash an unspeakable evil upon the world anyway.
In which case, we should destroy it, yes.
Yes.
But also, if I could also just come back and say this, that probably shouldn't remove valuable items from this land to take back to Europe.
That man is not from this land.
I will give you my gold. Like, you don't need to take the things. Take my gold. I don't need it.
I don't want to take things from the land. I want to take valuable things from an evil man who's raising undead in this land.
But that's a slippery slope.
Is there a reward for getting this guy?
Well, maybe.
What did the temple say?
Perhaps if we take anything from the gentleman back to the village, Or ask
Well, yes,
Merah.
we can ask, or the Merah might know if something's from this valley.
If they want it, then they can have it. If not, I personally have no problem.
Well, I mean, faster I can raise thousands, the better. Well, let's carry on. No point sitting on the ground here. I'll dust myself off and fly back up.
Okay, so you carry on up this mountain path. For somewhere as remote as you are, it's actually very well tended. The steepest bits have little steps either carved into stone or augmented with bits of bamboo. There are handrails at sort of tricky places to help pilgrims to the temple along. And you reckon you must be getting pretty close based on the descriptions you were given in the town when... who has the highest passive perception? I can see people's passive perceptions. Ankali, by a lot. You notice a little rustling sound, and a small little red and white head just pokes out of the rhododendron.
I sort of drop to one knee and excuse me, but might you be the Merah we have come searching for? It is wonderful to meet you. Have you had any trouble from a nefarious undead gentleman?
And they start chittering away in some language that none of you speak.
Do you want to us to stop this man?
Katanga casts Speak with Animals. Oh, that's a leveled spell, so D100, D10, please.
So that is a 5 and a 22.
A 5 and a 22. Okay, your spell, oh my god. Oh my god, Dagmar. Oh
I meant to keep it closer to me, but I forgot. So here's the Merah has arrived.
The Merah has arrived.
I tried to perch him on my shoulder.
When you cast the spell, a little wisp of magic sort of comes out of your hand, and you see 10 different echoes of this wisp come, but since you're just casting Speak with Animals on yourself, nothing really happens. You can 10 times the amount of you being able to speak with animals. But
you can now read their thoughts.
So 10 times the amount of animals does it last longer then?
Nope. Just
Okay.
if you cast like Fireball or something, 10 fireballs would have gone off. But you cast Speak with Animals, so.
Callie,
Do you understand me now? Oh, most excellent. Are you good people or bad people?
Katanga's a good guy. I'm not sure about the rest of us.
Overall, that's an interesting question. I'm definitely a good guy.
Okay. I mean, only one of you smells of undead, which is a better ratio than we've had recently. Are you here to help us?
Yes, 100%. What can we do?
Just roll a quick persuasion check. Merah will roll insight. Okay.
Fuck.
You had inspiration still from Catherine. From an earlier fact, unless you'd used that.
It's not going to help because it's a natural 1.
Isn't...
Yeah, you can re-roll from inspiration.
Isn't inspiration... Yeah, I was going to say, isn't inspiration a reroll?
Is it a reroll? Okay.
That's what I've been doing.
That is a 14.
14. So the Merah looks like a little skeptical, but seems like to sort of read you and realize that Katanga is a pretty genuine bloke.
Just been too wrong help.
Yeah, and inspects the Binturong, and the Binturong and Binti kind of nods encouragingly, and the Merah's like, okay, I can work with this. In this case, I am looking for help. My plan was to walk to the nearest village, but I have very small legs, so it's taking me a very long time. Yes, small legs.
Tiny
That.
legs.
Like the fairy is indicating. Right. So there is a man in the temple, and lots of humanoids that don't seem magical. The man seems very magical, and he's summoning lots of undead, and has also made a moss monster. And he's trying to destroy the heart of the temple. And my brethren are preserving the heart of the temple, but the fight is not going well. So if you could hurry up there and help my brethren, because if the temple is destroyed and the temple is destroyed, that would be bad.
I'll relay.
Sorry, I don't talk to humanoids very often. I don't know if you understood that. I can go slower or repeat anything that you need.
Just
No,
doing
no, that
patronizing
was-
tourist talk to us.
That was
There's
that
a
was great.
baddie in the temple.
I'll relay that to everyone so that everyone else knows.
Then we have no time to waste.
The main entrance is very well guarded, but there are some secret side entrances. I'd recommend you go through those. But up to you. You seem very powerful, so maybe you don't need it.
If I was to, I get Katanga to sort of pass this on. It's like, should I carry you so you can show us the way?
No, I am going for more help, because I'm sure you four are great, but I want to, what's the phrase that you humanoids like? Not put all my eggs in one basket.
That is quite reasonable.
Mm.
I'm the only one that can speak to this panda.
Fine.
Ooh.
Oh,
We lost Rachel.
Hopefully she'll be back.
your
soon.
tiefling just disappeared. That is most concerning.
You're back.
That happens, yes. Just quick visit to the Emu Wars.
Yeah, oh, that's still fine.
Like Emu War flashback. Just
So
I just spit out a feather.
the Merah said that we can either go all guns blazing in through the front or try and use a side entrance to be a bit safer.
That would seem sensible.
side
Yeah.
entrance sounds prudent to me.
If we can sneak up on things, that is good, as we saw last time we encountered the necromancer.
So are you able to help us find? You said you're going off to get more help.
Get more help. Yes.
So
just
how
in
do
case.
we find these side entrances and get in the safest way?
They sort of sketch like a picture of a temple and indicate where the side entrances are kind of hidden in a little sort of underground cave system below the temple. And they also indicate that there are that they think that there are humanoids with weapons in sort of the guard towers guarding the front of the temple.
And are there any other living creatures other than the man? Is everyone else undead?
There's the bad spellcaster, and then there's the humanoids who don't cast spells, and then a bunch of undead and weird animated plant
So
things.
they are separate.
So there are some. Okay. Anything else that anybody else wants to ask?
Nope.
Nope. I
Let's
think
go.
we should probably make haste.
Yes.
I am much better at magic when I'm with my brethren, but I think I can do a little bit. And they kind of go up to you, and Kali, and they sort of like nuzzle up to your chakrams, and then they breathe on it. And as they breathe on it, the carvings that are on it become much more intricate and elaborate and start glowing gold. And now there's all sorts of dragons on there, but also like carved sort of flowers, and some Merah, and also some larger kind of bear-like animals have been carved in. They are now +1 chakrams.
Ooh, thank you.
Nice.
This enchantment won't last for forever, but 2 dawns. Next 2 dawns, your weapon is enchanted.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you very much, my friends. And I just bow to them.
And I will hand over
what
the
did you
lemon.
say? Oh, a lemon. Thank you. He starts chomping on the lemon.
Have you been keeping track of how many lemons you've got left, Sam?
Yeah, I've got 2 left.
Nice. Important. Important content.
Right.
Anything
Alright,
else I
shall
can
we?
help you with there, Shell? Okay, excellent. Good luck. Please save my family and friends.
We'll do our best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And they walk off down the
Would Binti
path.
like to go with them to keep them safe and also assist a friend?
No.
Binti curls tighter around Katanga's shoulder.
Binti still has plot armor, Alex.
We think. I suggest we make haste then. I would like to see the end of this man.
Me too.
Me, 3.
Me, D.
Okay, so you carry on a little ways up, and you reckon you're about to arrive at the temple. Sort of one more sort of turn around the mountain, and you believe from the Merah's description that it will be there. The Merah has told you that there are going to be guard towers, so you can... lots of different options that I'll just enumerate for reasons of time, and also you don't understand the space very well. There are ways that you could probably sneak up on the guard towers and take them out one by one, or you could probably sneak around, completely bypass the guards, and try to go to the secret entrance, or you could go guns blazing in, attract the attention of all the guards, fight them, and then go all the way in.
Would we need to be making stealth checks for getting to the secret entrance?
Yeah.
And is it still dark?
No.
No, it's about like 10, 11 a.m. at this point.
I mean, and how high are these guard towers? And is there just one guy in each?
You don't know for sure, and the Merah was not that specific, but the Merah did not indicate that there were many guards and did indicate that they're spread out. So you'd reckon that there'd probably be one in each guard tower. They seem about like 1 story up, so not like ground floor, but like first floor.
Yep.
And then looking over the entrance from the
I
sketch
mean,
that the Merah did.
My personal suggestion is we try and sneak around to the side. But worst comes to us, I could run up the side of the tower and then throw them out.
I could fly up and take a shot, but the gun might alert people. Though I do also have a sword. But yes, why don't we sneak around?
I could cause a distraction.
Could Turnip and I make a sort of wider berth with our wall climbing and flight respectively?
Sorry, what do you mean by that?
Just like because you said the route would go near where we'd have to stealth, basically.
Oh
So-
yeah, yeah. You could fly or climb over, but that might attract the attention of the guards. Whereas the
Okay.
Merah thinks that the secret entrances are completely unguarded.
Yeah. I mean, just to get to the secret entrance, I meant. But yeah, that's fine.
Oh, because Katanga and Misery would still need to
Hmm.
sneak past, so we might as well all be there, just in case. Especially because you're a melee fighter. If something happens. Also, I feel like we need to go back to the fact that apparently Katanga can neither count nor knows the alphabet.
No, he's the 4th member of each.
Or at least one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might think they're the same thing.
Yeah.
He's one of those primers for kids that has the alphabet and then 0 through 9. And just assumes they're also part of the alphabet.
I want to see Misery's range of children's educational books.
How to kill your husband.
Yes.
How to
indeed.
burn down your school.
F is for fire.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, shall we sneak past?
Okay, so you are all 4 going to make your way to the secret entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so this is just a general stealth check in case there's any like guards patrolling the area or something to try to avoid their attention. So stealth checks all around, please.
I got 2.
2 for Misery, okay.
16.
Okay.
16.
27.
27. Okay. Misery seems intent on stepping on every single loud branch, dislodging every single a pebble that could fall down the cliffside. However, the rest of you are onto this, and so are grabbing her. Very carefully stilling the sound of the branch before it can crack, are catching the pebbles before they fall. So as a group, you do not attract the attention of anyone. And then you bypass the archer guards and you come to a secret entrance that will lead you into the temple complex.
Nice.
Yay!
Before we enter, perhaps I think, from what little I know of necromancers, if we take him out first, maybe the undead will collapse or something. I don't know if it works like that, but
Yeah.
It's certainly worth trying.
Usually a solid strategy anyway.
Yeah, happy to try. I feel like it might be less simple than that, getting to him, though.
Possibly, but just so we're on the same page and we can adjust accordingly.
That seems sensible.
Yeah.
So
is the entrance like a cave door and we're just in?
Yeah, it's a hidden sort of cave that very narrow that you wouldn't think there'd be anything in it, but because the Merah had described it to Katenga and Katenga relayed it to you guys, you are able to slip in to a passageway that will lead you to the temple.
Brilliant.
All right, shall we go quietly still? Maybe we can get the jump on them.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
Can I have a marching order, please?
I'll go up front.
Oh,
I'll go at the back.
sorry, and Kali, did you say you wanted to go first, or?
Yes.
Rock, paper,
Okay.
scissors.
I'll go second.
Great.
I'll go third.
And Kali, Katenga, Turnip, and Misery. Cool. And Turnip said you wanted to go stealthy, so
Yeah.
another group stealth check. Sneak in the cave.
Huh, 21.
6.
Also,
Okay,
20.
6 is better. Also 21, okay.
8.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are making some noise. You get through the cave passage and then you enter sort of the basement of the temple. The stealth check will affect the probabilities of what you'll find here. And Kali, you're leading, so let's start with you. Can you roll a d20 so we can find out what you may encounter in this basement room?
So, is this just a flat roll?
Yeah, just a flat roll.
Yeah,
We're
12.
randomizing what's in the room. 12. Okie dokes. This is an empty room. And there's a few barrels in here. But otherwise, you don't seem to have attracted any attention yet, and you don't see any monsters, just some barrels.
I could cast detect
And a
magic.
door, of course. It's the next room, but...
It is a leveled spell.
Maybe don't.
Okay.
If there's just barrels in here, I feel like we should not go near the barrels in case they're mimics.
Take mimics.
Last time we went up against mimics, though, it lasted 30 seconds. So.
Less. I'm more concerned about the noise we might make trying to kill the mimic. Unless we agree to kill it quietly.
Perhaps we can put a pin in this for perhaps after we face the necromancer.
Yes, also. I think
Okay,
maybe...
you're just going through the next door?
Where are the barrels exactly? Or up against a wall or something?
It seems to be like a storage room, not very
Okay.
full, but there's a few barrels lined up for storage.
Okay. In that case, I think Turnip will fly above them and just have a quick look around and see there's no one hiding behind them or anything.
Okay. That sounds like a perception check the way you
Yes.
described it, so let's make
Yes.
perception.
That's pretty good. That's a 17.
17. Dr. Turnip, please roll with advantage. There's a reason for this.
Still a 17.
Still 17. Okay. You have a careful look around. You're not. You're mostly, as you called, looking for people hiding. You are very confident that there's no one hiding.
Yes.
Don't see any creatures, big, small. You kind of feel around for invisible things. You don't feel any weird drafts or gusts. You are confident that there's nothing in this room to fight.
Right. Yeah, as long as no one can sneak up behind us.
Yeah.
All right.
So, door out of here, or?
Unless...
Yeah,
Okay.
door out.
Cool. So you go into the next room. Katanga, can you roll a d20, please, to see what's in this room?
11.
11. Okay, a very similar roll. This room seems to have some objects on display. This is where you were starting a storage room. This seems to be more of a chapel is obviously the wrong word thematically, but like small sort of prayer room for maybe like quiet solitude or a very small group religious ceremonies, and there seem to be a number of artifacts around, little altar, including a very intricate looking rod made out of some very shiny metal, and then various other miscellaneous religious icons.
Is everybody else in the room with? You've all come through as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I recognise anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was
Arcana
gonna
check to recognize.
Oh,
Dr.
natural
Turnip, you,
20
so-
plus 5.
Okay.
I will let Misery take this one.
Yeah, with a 25, you recognize this as a rod of absorption. So this is a powerful magical item of the sort that you read about in children's books, with the idea being that if a leveled spell is cast towards you, you can wave the rod and absorb the spell, and then you can convert those charges to spell slots.
Oh, that sounds good.
Nice.
I relay that to the group. I might take it though.
I feel like maybe you should have that, Misery.
Mm-hmm.
Because, no offense, but every time I've seen you try to do something with those knives, it hasn't really gone well, but every time you cast a spell, it's quite dramatic.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to take up the rod of absorption.
Cool. Do you have any attunement slots available?
I don't know, let's be honest.
Probably, because I think we all only started with one magic item.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you have.
And all the
zero
other magic
things
items
to
we have are in the bag of holding, so...
So you pick it up, and the moment your hand touches it, you feel a magical connection with it. It immediately attunes to you. I will message you a link to what this is, but you now have a rod of absorption. It has 6 charges in it.
Nice.
And you can...
Amazing.
We'll be taking a break soon, so you can read it during the break, or you can read it now as they explore the next room. But yeah,
great.
nothing else in this room seems relevant. There's just nice religious iconography.
Nice.
Should we go into the next room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Turnip, will you please... Sorry, Dr. Turnip. Will you please roll a d20?
17. Again.
You guys are rolling very
17s.
high. Yeah. Okay. This seems to be an armory. So lots and lots of various weapons, mostly sort of small creature sized, but there seems to be some much older ones that humanoids of various sizes might be able to wear. Basic shields, bucklers, leather armor, some daggers, swords. If any of you want to name a non-magical weapon or piece of armor that you can just take it. You can also do an investigation check to see if there's anything special in this room.
I would be interested in that.
I will do an investigation too.
Can I do it Arcana based, like looking for things that might be like magical or of use against magic things or something, or would it just be investigation?
I think it's just investigation. Yeah.
Cool. That's fine.
So yeah, you either can both roll or one with advantage.
Just 10 for me.
9 for me. Or no, 11. Sorry.
11. Okay. I mean, you get the sense that this is a ancient temple, that there's probably something in here, but from a quick glance, you're only seeing things that are non-magical. Cool. You can spend some time if you want to searching, but
that's probably not a prudent use of time.
No.
However, so I'm just checking what weapons I can actually use. Are there some javelins around?
Yeah, there's some javelins.
Yeah, I'll just grab some javelins just in case I need a bit of range.
Is there a really big gun?
There are no guns.
Cool, that's the only thing that would possibly be useful to me, so yeah. Thought I'd ask.
Anything else we need at all?
Nah.
No,
I
okay.
don't think so.
That Merah's having a tough time.
Yeah. Not made to stay on shoulders.
I'm going to say I have 8 javelins for
Great.
arbitrary reasons.
Javelins.
Just throw them all at once. Just
I don't think that's a javelin anymore. I think that's some kind of different, like that's a pneumatic drill or something. Cool. Alright, next room.
Okay. You go into the next room. Are you guys still being sneaky, or are you just feeling pretty comfortable now, so just going in?
I feel like the closer we get, the sneakier I would probably try to be.
Great.
Except Misery rolled a 3 or something.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can roll another stealth check. You've been doing stuff. And
cool.
Talking and so forth.
I feel like this is going to go really badly.
19.
Yeah, that one.
26.
Oh wait, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Yeah.
I
7.
feel like if the DM asks you, do you
Okay.
do you not have a modifier?
Yeah, it's 0.
That's fun.
Okay, so you reckon you're getting probably pretty close to the stairs that are going to lead you up onto the main floor, and you're getting a little nervous about this. So when Misery runs into a stand of armor and knocks some of it down, you guys all stop, and you hold your breath, and you wait, and you listen very carefully, and nothing seems to react. So then you very carefully open the door. And you see this room, another sort of, this one seems to be some sort of like sleeping corridors, sort of like bunk rooms, but like Merah-sized. So I guess they wouldn't sleep in bunks. Like nice little like beanbags. They sleep in beanbags in this universe.
I love them.
And you realize that one of these beanbags is moving ever so slightly. Kind of burbling. It's dark. Would any of you have a light?
No, but then Kali can see.
Yeah.
And Kali can only see in black and white. So yeah, you can't see
true.
what color it is, but there's
I can.
just kind of.
Can I? Oh, to start visioning black and white. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, but one of those beanbags is not a beanbag and just kind of moving around a bit.
Can I just get one of my new javelins and just sort of like gently poke it?
Are you gonna walk up to it and poke?
Like stealth.
Can I cast Produce Flame in my hand first of all?
Sure. You cast Produce Flame. The room fills with light. It is green. It seems to be a bunch of moss kind of animated, and just kind of this like huge kind of beanbag shaped pile of moss. And it kind of reacts to the flame, and from the deep inside it, you hear kind of this screech of sounds like initiative. It did not like the flame.
No, I believe that.
I got 19.
Nice.
Sorry, I need to roll for it. Well, it rolled a 1, so it's going last. Okay, did anyone get higher than a 19? No. Okay, Misery, who got close to a 19? Like above 15, above 10, above 5?
Oh, sorry, above 10, I got 13. Sorry.
Okay. 5 to 10?
9.
7.
9 for Katenga and 7 for Ankali. Great. Okay, Misery, you see this first. Katenga has produced flame, and you see this thing just begin to come towards you. You remember that the Merah told Katenga, who told you guys that the wizard had animated some moss and become a moss monster. So you reckon this is what it might be. What would you like to do to the moss monster?
I'm gonna cast Firebolt. Little cantrip.
Yeah.
So that is 15 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Great. 2d10. 10.
10 points
Fire
of damage. Yes. Yeah, the fire does about as much damage as you expect. It was more not liking the light and maybe having memories of it being a plant, but it's not actually vulnerable to fire. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it for now.
Cool. Dr. Turnip.
I'm gonna fly up to it. I'm gonna try to not draw too much attention, so I've holstered the gun, taken out the scimitar, and I'm gonna take 2 strikes.
Great.
That will be a 25 to hit and a natural 20. So 11 points of damage on the first strike, slashing, non-magical.
Amazing. Yep.
And then the second is going to be 19 points of slashing damage.
19?
From the nat 20. From the nat 20. Yep.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Yep.
Sorry, I didn't hype up the nat 20. I was excited to hit something with a sword.
I mean, hitting things with scimitars is very exciting. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Great. Katenga.
Oh, actually, sorry, no. I could. Because I'm not using my pistol. Can I make an offhand strike as well?
Yeah.
Which would be an 18 to hit.
Yes.
For another single point of damage. Don't have 2. Not proficient with 2 weapons.
Every bit counts.
Yep.
Katenga.
Seeing it recoil in the light, I'm gonna unload a 3rd level moonbeam.
Amazing. D100, D10, please.
7 and a 95.
A 7 and a 95. Okay. Dr. Trump, can you describe your exact position in comparison to this moss pile?
I would probably be floating, flying, sort of, because it's on one of the beanbags, flying next to it, but on the other side of where my party members are, to make space for
Ankali. Melee of it, so you're within 5 feet of it, but you're on the other side.
On the other side, yes.
As Katenga's summoning the power of the moon to strike this thing, a 10-foot wide boulder comes, smushes this thing, but also smushes you. So dexterity saving throw, please.
This is the most Indiana Jones things that happened to my Indiana Jones inspired character yet. Nat 2 for a total of 7, I think.
Cool. So you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
This thing kind of oozes back out of the way, so it only takes 7. But yeah, and Katenga, your moonbeam now goes through.
And that's 19. Well, it needs to make a con save.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it fails.
And that's 19 points of damage.
19 points of what kind of damage?
That
Radiant.
is...
Radiant, I believe.
It's
Radiant. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, this thing is looking pretty bad.
Finish him.
Anything else, Katenga?
Nope, that's me.
Cool. And Kali.
So, whoosh, chakram's out.
Yep.
And I shall take 2 attacks with those initially. One of which is a 12.
12 misses.
And one of which is a 19.
19 hits.
Okie dokie. And that's 11 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
And then I roundhouse kick it.
Great.
Nat 20.
Yeah!
So we're doing the what is it beating my punch now? 2d6 plus 5. Well, that was just disappointing. A 2 and a 1, so that is 8 points of damage.
Yep.
Still counts.
Yeah, it is looking pretty rough, but that's under your turn. It's now its turn. It was going to go after the fairy, but then this boulder separated it from the fairy, so it's going to go after you. So it kind of comes for you. It's going to attempt to engulf you. But that means it has to slam into
me.
Sorry, Ankali, yeah. I think I just said you and pointed to where you are on my screen, and that's not helpful.
You were pointing towards Sam for everyone else. So.
Sorry. This is fine. Everything's fine. That's a 25 to hit.
It does hit.
So it's grapples you and then begins the engulfing procedure. So to start, you take oh my god, where are my d8s? You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and then for the engulfing, I can read so well. Yes. You take that bludgeoning damage, and then it's for its second attack. It just kind of absorbs you. So you are blinded. You are restrained. You are unable to breathe. And if you're still in there at the start of its next turn, more bad stuff will happen. But you guys just see Ankali just get absorbed by what had previously been pretending to be a beanbag.
So
It is-
It's
It's such a good thing Ankali doesn't need to breathe.
yeah, I'm just I mean, for once, I'm quite glad about this.
Yeah, so you save at the start of its next turn.
Can I check it started its turn in that moonbeam? Did I have to?
It did start to turn the moonbeam, yeah. That does stuff happen.
Con save.
Yeah, it needs to make a con save again.
Cool, thank you. Is it when it happens and when it starts its turn? Or
Yep.
so it enters or starts its turn. So I think the damages you did happened at the beginning of its turn. I think.
Okay.
I believe. This is how Moonbeam is working right now.
That also makes sense.
Yeah. But it hasn't moved away from the Moonbeam, so and nothing else is going to hit you, so it'll take damage on its next turn, assuming it's still alive, which is unlikely. Misery, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it with another firebolt, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Just keep coming. So that is 10 to hit.
10 misses.
Well, that's me.
Okay. Dr. Turnip.
I'm gonna fly back up towards it and make another 2 strikes with my scimitar.
Yep, so you fly around the boulder and...
Yeah. For a 17 to hit.
Yep.
And a 24.
Yep. 24
For a-
damage.
Huh?
For
No,
24 to
for
hit.
24 to hit. Yeah, sorry. Which
Okay.
for
Yep.
max damage on both hits. So 22 points of damage total.
Okay, another 2 bullets. Fire. Boom, boom.
No, scimitar. No noise. Silence. Slashing.
Yep, sorry. I am awake. This is good. It's before Christmas. Everything's fine. You scimitar slash. Boom, boom. The scimitar is longer than you. It's very
Yes.
impressive. And you just destroy these moss bits, and leaving Ankali a little slimy and cold, but safe and unharmed.
I just carved Ankali out of it, followed her body contours perfectly.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. And with that victory, which you can take a grit point from that.
Nice. I still had both, so I can't.
well,
but thank you.
You can feel very proud of yourself.
I'm very
Dr.
proud of
Turnip.
myself.
And with that victory, this seems like a very good break time.
Cool.
As our heroes have destroyed the moss monster.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Yay. When do you want us back?
8:45.
8:45. We'll be back in 11 minutes, everyone. See you shortly.
Bye.
And Sam's fired. But he knew it.
Sam is still sick. Like, he's getting there.
He is. I'm glad to see my bully is also back in the chat. Hi, Alex. Turnip's not actually dead. I hate to disappoint. She did get hit with a boulder. And then I almost fell down the stairs during the break, so in that case, Turnip would have been dead, because I'd be in the hospital.
We'd have kept playing.
Yes, that sounds... Yeah, I believe that fully. I would just leave this, tell the EMTs, like, hey, just put this thing in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And Turnip can be a Merah now. Yeah, we just killed some moss. For those who missed it, I tried to eat a Kali. We're about to go save the Merah and be real heroic and maybe die in battle. Alex has also made a really depressing point in chat. Absolutely, it would be more of an issue of me trying to get back up the stairs. Catherine, shall we carry on before we get to discussing the terrible state this country's in?
Yikes. Yeah, so the door was between the moss room and the next room was open, and you can clearly see that there are stairs leading up, and from the description that the Merah on the path gave you, you know that this is going to very quickly lead you to the main temple area. You might be able to sneak wander around, find some other way upstairs, but there are stairs in front of you. What do you want to do?
Go up the stairs?
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Sam?
Well, I was going to look for what the alternatives were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's just call this an investigation check rather than role-playing going room to room.
Cool. That is going to
So I've swapped the Merah to my other shoulder because I don't use my left hand nearly as much, so hopefully she'll stay put.
It's going to be a 15?
A 15. Okay. Yeah, so you guys spend some time very stealthily, carefully exploring the downstairs. A 15 is not high enough to find any more magical items. You're going to have to be happy with the Rod of Absorption, but you do find that there are 2 other staircases up, so there are 3 staircases. You reckon to the main bit of the temple there are sort of 3 entrances, a sort of north entrance and then an east and west entrance. And from you remember that the sketch that the Merah gave you, there's no reason to favor one or the other.
What if we all come from different directions?
That is absolutely a strategy.
I mean, I don't think that's a good idea.
Can I make
what
a
does
perception
Katanga
check
think?
to see if I can kind of hear anything that might...
Absolutely, make a perception check.
23.
A 23. What would you hear at this point? With a 23. You hear the voice of the wizard that you met before kind of grumbling and muttering, and like you're a floor away and like a room and a staircase away, so you can't make out what words he's saying, but you can kind of hear his footsteps, and he seems to be pacing, and he seems to be pretty frustrated about something.
The guy's up ahead. Should we just go and beat the shit out of him?
Yeah. I'm pro beating the shit out of the guy.
Can Katanga wild shape into a gecko and just kind of be a bit of a fly on the wall, but a gecko on the wall?
Absolutely, you are now a gecko on the wall.
Is there a way through without having to open doors that this gecko could potentially find?
Yeah, you can go back to the room that you're in before, and that door was open, and you could climb up the stairs and go into the main bit of the temple. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. Let's make a stealth check. I don't know what stat you want to use for a gecko. Do you have a suggestion? Otherwise, I'll just choose something.
I don't know what we're coming now.
Cool. Let's see. Lizard. That seems appropriate for a gecko. Cool. Your stealth is +0. Please make a stealth check.
You are also a lizard, which...
Yeah.
Yes! Lizard
Amazing.
stealth.
So good.
Yeah, so you sneak in no problem. So the players can hopefully see on Roll20. I've moved the map. So you sneak up the stairs. You're coming. So the open door was on the west side, so you've come in that way. The player tokens are just there because why not? And you're able to peek into the main area of the temple. So there's this room is decked out in various shades of red and gold, and there's stairs kind of leading into different tiers in the center to the bottom sort of middle tier, quite a bit down in the center of the room. In this area, there's some sort of magical bubble dome thing where you can see 4 of these little fluffy Merah inside the dome seem to be doing some sort of, you can't really tell, but maybe some sort of ritual. And then trying to get into the dome are these 2 large, sort of shadowy things. They don't really have a head, but do have sort of like 4 limbs. And they feel deeply necrotic to you, even in your lizard forms. The golden things that look like statues are statues. The things that look like candelabras are like torches, sconces with candles. The gray things are big pillars that you can hide behind. The things that kind of look like bells, I guess, are those like prayer wheel things. And hopefully everything else is clear. The brown things are areas to other bits of the ground floor of the temple.
Cool.
Okay, so the golden things in the circles are statues.
Yeah, pay no attention to the fact that these are tokens.
Yes, okay. I thought they were like goblinoids of some kind. Sorry.
No,
It's like, where are the statues that Catherine just mentioned? Yes, I got it now.
Sort of on either side of each of the 3 entrances to this room are totally normal statues, and nothing's going to go wrong. No reason why they're in tokens.
Nice.
And the dude who looks like a wizard, who... Oh, on your version is not labeled wizard. He's labeled wizard to me. He's a wizard.
This man.
How high
guy.
is the ceiling on
That
this?
one.
So the it's sort of a reverse of the floor, so it's also in kind of like square tiers. So in the middle, it's very, very high, like 50, 60 feet.
Perfect.
How high is it above him, specifically, is what I want to know.
That's a good question. I can't do math that fast. Like 20 feet? 30 feet?
Okay.
Yes, Alex definitely dropped down on him from above.
Batman him.
Oh,
Okay, so these are all the things that Katenga as a gecko sees.
I love this for Katanga and also us.
Mm-hmm.
Katenga could also do that, to be fair, in gecko form.
Yeah. I think. Like,
What if, oh my goodness, if Katanga dropped and then I cast Enlarge on him right as he fell?
Well, the other thing that I've done before in my home game druid is I was indeed a gecko, climbed above an enemy, and then used my wild shape to turn directly into a hippo.
Oh,
Hippo would be too.
Wait, turn into a hippo and then I cast Enlarge.
I feel like I'm too low level to do a hippo yet.
Yeah, maybe. What's the challenge rating?
You could probably.
That your max challenge rating? Because I can find you something.
It currently is a half.
Okay. You can turn into a giant. You can turn into a black bear. You can turn into a giant goat. You can turn into a crocodile. A giant seahorse. These are just some of your options. A reef
One of these
shark.
things is not like the other.
You can become a velociraptor, a panther, a giant badger.
A velociraptor as in like Jurassic Park's velociraptor or like the chicken?
No, they're real little.
Yeah. You could become a flying snake, though that would not help you.
I'm just imagining being like this reef shark and then just like suffocating.
Yeah.
You can drop me, but then I'll just suffocate.
I mean,
Yeah, but then you turn back into yourself. You can be a giant fire beetle, but that is still very small, I think.
Well, anyway, I am in and on the wall.
Yes, you are.
and I feel I don't want to come back out this gecko form yet.
Yeah, if you turn into a warhorse, I could turn you into a creature of size huge on your fall.
Yeah.
Or a crocodile.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to just like drop myself from the ceiling as a horse.
Why not, Sam?
You coward.
Coward! Someone please donate like 30 pounds to persuade Sam to turn into a warhorse and drop from the ceiling.
Currently, no one else has seen what I've
No.
That is true.
So
The players can speculate.
yeah, you can like, what if we drop him down as a blue whale and then
No, because you can't turn into a blue whale, but you can
you
turn
can
into a warhorse.
in another room.
And as established, this channel has a history of ridiculous horses, so...
Hey, we still haven't used that immovable rod for anything yet either.
Yeah, I've still got that movable rod.
Yeah. What do we use the alchemy jug to just cover the man in mayonnaise?
Lemonade, right?
I think we finished the lemonade.
To the alchemy jug.
Okay, I'm gonna come back in and just tell everybody what I've seen. Like,
Okay, so you come back in, Katanga is no longer a gecko, you explain this entire layout to everyone.
Dr. Turnip suggests you turn into the largest creature you can, and then she makes you larger as you fall onto the wizard.
I can't do that now because I can only world shape twice.
Yeah. How big is the entrance to the alchemy jug?
You've only well-shaped once so far.
It's
Yeah, but I
like
can only
So we can't get up there.
like
and-
6 inches.
Oh, that's true, yes. I can still make you a huge
Could I fit
warhorse.
someone's head in the alchemy jug?
Can you what? Sorry?
Can I fit someone's head in the alchemy jug?
You could fit Dr. Turnip's head.
But not the wizard's head.
No.
If I make him small, you could fit his head
I was
into
just going to go up to him, stick it on his head and go, sulfuric acid.
Science fact, I would probably say go for something alkali instead.
Yeah. Would hurt
It
more.
would be worse.
Yeah.
Sodium hydroxide.
That is an option. I can try to reduce him. My save DC is not very high for my spells, though.
Mercury.
15.
But mercury wouldn't do the job like quickly. It would be
Botulinum toxin.
Okay,
Yeah.
folks, I will remind you that Katanga saw these shadow creatures actively trying to get into the dome protecting the Merah.
Oh, yeah.
And it would be very bad if the Merah were to, die.
Yes, I agree.
I will do my drop plan if everyone else is okay with that.
Yeah?
And then I can try and drop and stun him. And then that'll...
Let's go.
And I'd like to try to fly up as high as possible, and then I can try to snipe things down, because I'll be out of the range of most spells.
Okay, so can I try stealthing above him?
Okay, so your plan is to sneak into the room before everyone else and just, sneak onto the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and people generally don't look up, so I'll say roll stealth with advantage.
Can I try to follow Ankali and, fly up high before battle starts?
Okay, what is my
Sure.
stealth?
You can also get in on the
13.
stealth. Sorry?
Thank you.
13.
How you doing, Dr. Turnip?
21?
Okay, let's check the passive perceptions of the critters in this room. Okay. Yeah, so Ankali and Dr. Turnip are on the map. Katanga and Misery aren't yet. Ankali's going first, Dr. Turnip's coming after. Yeah, and Ankali, you get on the ceiling, I'll say about to there. And then the wizard looks up and prepares to cast a spell. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
I got 10.
Natural 20.
Okay, you should be able to edit it directly on Roll20.
Oh, that's fun. That is
Otherwise,
useful.
I will ask you once I get the
Done.
monsters set. Because there's a lot of moving parts. This is all terrible decks. Oh, those aren't on the map. That's why. Okay, sorry. Too many moving parts.
This is
Merah,
not at all
why
a
do you
worrying
suck?
statement from the DM.
There's clearly only 3 moving parts here. I don't know what you...
Yeah. Us. Well, me. You.
The game.
And the other 2. Everyone. All 4 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
3 moving parts.
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Turnup. You guys have been spotted. You are where you are on the map. What would you like to do? These gray shadow creatures are like pounding and throwing themselves against the dome, and they seem to be repelled, but every time they're throwing themselves against the dome, a little bit of magic is just bleeding off. And the Merah inside are looking frantic.
Cool. I am going to start by flying into the room and like as high up as I can, so that's like about 30 feet up,
Okay.
if possible.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take 2 shots at the wizard.
Great. So you'd have to be about there to be 30 feet up.
Yep, that's fine. Oh, I rolled terrible on both of these. But I do have a plus 10, so a 13 and a 15.
Both of those hit.
Nice. For 8 plus 8 17 22 points of piercing damage.
22 points of non-magical piercing damage. Okay,
Yes.
cool. He seems to have some sort of magical barrier around him that is slowing the bullets as they hit, but they're doing a little bit of damage.
That's
You are
good.
drawing blood.
Good. And that will be my turn for now.
Amazing.
Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna, because I did take quite a bit of damage from the boulder, I'm gonna use my second wind, as a bonus
Amazing.
action.
Great. And Kali.
Okay, so, so I can get to 35 foot. Wait, what's my movement at? My movement's 50. That's fine. So I can get like to next to him and then drop.
Yeah,
Still?
absolutely.
Okay, and then I'm going to punch him twice. No, when I say punch, use chakram.
Cool. He will take some bludgeoning damage from you falling on him. Yeah, he takes some bludgeoning damage from you falling on him.
Just like knee down. So one of those will not hit. The other one is a 24.
Yep.
And I shall use a stunning strike.
Okay. He has... Oh, nope, not that kind of... It's Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he fails.
Nice.
Jesus.
Finally, the stunning strikes, you were just saving them all for this episode.
So, and then I take my last... Actually, tell you what, because he's stunned, I may as well take a flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Because there'll be an advantage now. So first, yeah, that'll hit, but that'll be like 28
Yeah,
to hit.
yeah.
But that was a shite roll, but never mind. So that will only be 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the next one...
And this is a flurry of blows, so... And you don't count as magical at this level, right?
I believe they do now.
Oh, okay. You do. Cool.
Let me just check. Features and traits.
You keep rolling, I'll check.
And the second one will miss, I assume, on a 14.
A 14 hits.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
I hit
seems
with
to
a
have done
13.
some sort of ritual, and it has made his stats look very strange and not at all like the stats when you...
Okay, so in that instance, I do another. What did I say I did? So I was just double checking my damage is magical.
Yeah, it is.
Another
Yeah.
6 points.
Another 6 points? Okay, great. Yeah, this, like, magical barrier that he has around him that was slowing Dr. Turner's bullets, no match for your fists. Boom, boom.
Nice.
No, nice.
Anything else?
That will do.
Cool. Katenga, it's your turn. I'll say you have to use 10 feet of movement to get to where your token is on the map, because you are off the map.
Okay. So where did I want to go to? How much movement does I have 20 feet of movement left? 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, that's not gonna work. 5, 10, 15. Is that a spot I can stand in, or is that? That's not gonna work. Oh no, that is that.
That's a statue.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if it was like a space. So no, I'm here.
I mean, like, you could climb onto the statue if you wanted, but...
No, I don't know.
Cradle the statue.
I'm just trying to do a thing without hurting other people.
I am 30 feet up in the air.
Yeah, you're not the problem.
No.
I'm gonna.
Ankali has many hit points.
Yeah, but I've damaged Ankali a lot.
This is also true. To be fair, you've damaged me a lot as well.
Yeah, but like you're not in range this time.
No.
Anyway, I'm gonna move to there, and then I am gonna like look at this prick who necromanced my dog, and I'm gonna unleash a lightning bolt at him.
Nice.
Cool.
So I think a dex save. But, yeah,
Dex
level.
save from the dude. That is probably a 15. No, 14 in fact.
So it fails, and it's a 9
Cool.
and a 30 for the D100 to D10.
Sorry, a 9 and a what?
30.
9 and a 30. Okay. You get this like sort of shiver goes down your spine, and you have the feeling that you can cast Turn Undead once in the next 10 minutes if you would like.
Ooh.
That's gonna come in handy.
Nice. Nice.
And probably
Yeah.
Good to know. Right, I will roll my dice now. $28 points of lightning damage.
Nice.
Amazing. You fire a lightning bolt straight at him, and about half of it glances off from whatever this magical barrier is, but the other half goes through.
Perfect.
Anything else on your turn?
No, nothing I can do.
Great. It's now these like weird sort of flying shadowy things. Okay, you called yourself as 30 foot up. Okay, this weird flying shadowy thing, number 1, can definitely get to you, Dr. Turnip.
That's fun.
And it's going to and it's just going to hit you. It's just going to wrap its sort of like shadowy fingers around your throat. Does a 17 hit you?
Just, yeah. That's my AC.
Cool. It does, oh my god, math. Why can't I math? It does 18 points of psychic damage as these, like, maddening, sort of, like, babbles just fill your brain.
That's not fun.
No, it's not. This other one, is going to cast Whispers of Compulsion. So I need wisdom saving throws from Katanga, Dr. Turnip, and Ankali, please.
wisdom, you say.
Wisdom, please, yes.
Not my best.
Nat 20 for 23.
24.
12.
Okay, two of you save, but Dr. Turnip, you take another... Oh my god, math is so hard. 14 points of psychic damage.
Ouch!
And you must use your reaction to shoot Katanga, please.
Oh, that's good. That is going to be a 25 to hit Katanga. And I rolled max damage, so that is 15 points of piercing damage, Katanga.
I'm so
I think
sorry.
this is payback for all the the orcs last session.
I mean, payback. He did nothing wrong that could have happened. No. He just shot me right in the face.
Okay. It's now the wizard's turn, and he's going to look over at this statue, and he's going to raise his hands, and he's going to shout, "Rise, friend! Rise and protect this valley!" And this statue is going to come to life, and go right at the end of his turn. So the statue comes, and is going to take a swing at you, Tanga. Fuck, he's stunned. He doesn't do that. He does this in his mind, and it looks amazing. But he's stunned. Sorry. This is fine. Everything's fine. Misery, it is now your turn. 10 foot of movement to get onto the map.
Oh, okay. Here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go here. Sorry. Let me actually move myself. Cool. And then I am going to cast a big old magic missile. Mm-hmm. So I need to do the D10 and D100.
Yes, you
do. D10 plus a D100, please, is 8 plus 44, that's 52.
8.
Why are you suddenly adding them together?
I don't know.
I love it. Okay. I love it.
Okay, we're gonna call that an 852 because that's what I heard. I think you did something else, but it's an 852 now. So on the one hand, you are stunned. You are not able to do anything this round. When you try to cast your spell, the spell slot isn't taken up. Just you go to cast a spell and then you just shrug. On the other hand, you heal 8 hit points during this.
I'm fully healed.
I could really use those 8 hit points.
Oh man.
Yeah. So magic missile does not go through. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry guys.
That's okay.
We've all been
tried very hard.
Yeah.
Okay. The Merahs do another round of the ritual, and you feel magic start to get more difficult. So those of you who are spellcasters, and Colin, you don't feel anything.
It's pretty fucking hard already.
Dr. Turnip?
Was it my turn again? Am I still under compulsion?
No, it was just your reaction.
Just my reaction. Cool.
Yeah, but there's this shadowy thing kind of up in your grill.
Yeah, that's less good. I'll put the gun away, take out the scimitar, and take 2, swings at it.
Cool.
For an 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And an 11, which probably misses.
Which misses, yeah.
So that will be 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay. It's like you're hitting smoke and shadows, so you're dissipating some of it, but not as much as you expect.
No, that would make sense, Catherine. Nothing here has been easy for me to hit.
Sorry, mate.
That's okay. I am.
Crates.
Huh?
Should open those crates.
Listen, you said we were under time pressure, so we didn't. I will action surge and make another 2 attacks against the shadow creature, because I don't like it being here. For a 21 to hit.
Yep.
2 21s to hit.
Yep.
For a total of 10 points of damage, so probably reduced to 5.
Indeed.
And that will be my turn.
Yep, so you're just waving your scimitar madly in the air.
Yeah.
And I mean, doing damage to it.
And I'll yell a little help, please, to my spellcaster buddies.
Okay, and Kali, your turn. The wizard is starting to realize that his fantasy did not come true and is starting to come out of the stun. What are you doing?
So I don't have advantage on him anymore?
No, you do until the end of your turn.
Okay, so let's stun him again, I guess.
Great.
So...
Is Stunning Strike just unlimited?
No, it's limited by my key points.
Oh, okay.
So that will be a 20...
Yep.
Something or other to hit.
Yeah.
24, yep. Stunning Strike.
Yep. He saves. A dirty 20.
Okay, so I will use up that point. Okay, so that is a total. So this is with my chakram, and that will do. I've got too many features on this character. 9 points of damage on the first attack.
9 points of magical damage. He's looking really badly hurt, by the way.
Excellent. Well, let's make that worse. So I'm going to hit him again. Same again to hit.
Yep.
And stunning strike again.
16.
Nope, he's still not stunned. Well, that is max damage
Nice.
with the chakram. So that's 12.
Uh-huh. He's got 1 hit point left.
Oh my god!
Okay, so I'm going to... If I do a flurry of blows, and I hit him, kill him, can I then run over to the other one, and that counts as my flurry of blows?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Nice.
So that'll be 27 to hit.
Please describe how you kill the necromancer who was trying to take over the valley.
So I think I sort of like grab him by either side of the head and just like, they called me the tiger for a reason, and I just snap his neck.
The wizard falls.
Are the shadow creatures still here?
Yeah,
The shadow creatures are still here. However, this statue, which was looking mighty shifty, stops moving and is now 100% a totally normal statue.
Perfect. And this is when the second necromancer is.
Which one are you punching?
The one that's not flying in the air, probably.
Yeah, the one that-
Yeah, so you're gonna like run over here and then punch that one.
so that's 24 to hit.
Yep.
Nice.
And
We'll be fine until the wizard's twin brother shows up.
it's me, wizard number 2.
It's just
10
that's
points
his
of damage.
name.
Sorry, how much hit?
10 points of damage.
10 points, and you count as magical, so that goes through.
Nice.
And that's end of your turn, yeah?
Let's use up my last key point, and let's put a stunning strike on that just in case.
Cool. Okay, that was a 15 on the dice, and they have a +0 to con, so
So
15.
yeah, he makes it. That's fine. I am out of key now, so hope no one needs any healing. From
I mean, you've been doing really well with the stunning strike, so.
Yes. The stunning strikes have been very beneficial.
By the way, the noise you've been making has attracted the attention of some of the humanoid guards, so...
Oh, that makes sense. I forgot about them.
will come onto the map as soon as I figure out how to do that. Layer, token layer, objects and tokens. Add turn. Add turn.
Everyone, we're getting a live view into the DM process. For those of you who've never been on that side of the table, this is literally all you do in battle. Try to figure out how to add things to initiative orders. Because you inevitably wrote something down wrong.
Yeah. Okay, Katenga. So there's a flying shadowy thing, grappling with, not in a D&D sense, dancing with, partying with Dr. Turnip. There's something with Ankali over there, and then there are 2 archers rushing in across the room. What are you doing?
So the one that is grappling with Dr. Turnip is like 15, 20 feet up in the air, so
30.
30.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, you said archers, and that's how I call my fish, so I immediately pictured my fish running in on legs.
Nice.
And I can't see the archers yet.
No, you've got pretty good eyesight. You can see them coming.
Okay, I think in that case then I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word at first level on Dr. Turnip.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Let's roll a D10 D100, please.
Yep. Which is a 10 and a 72.
Okay, a 10 and a 72. Fuck. Dr. Turnip, you are now a vine blight. For the next 5 seconds. You can Google the stats. This is a D&D monster.
The vine blight immediately falls 30 feet to the ground.
Oh, Lord.
The vine blight takes 10 damage as the vine blight falls 30 feet to the ground. However, the healing word does go through if you want.
Do I have vine blight hit points or turnip hit points?
You have vine blight hit points.
Cool. Does the healing word go on the vine blight or the turnip?
The healing word is going to the vine blight.
That's fun.
So you get 5 points back.
Cool. Yep. Okay.
So you are sprayed with insecticide. It is harmless to anything except insects, which you are luckily not one. So.
Okay, and with my full action, I'm gonna use my produce flame cantrip on the floating thing.
Cool.
So that was gonna be a 14 to hit.
A 14 misses the a hits. Sorry, the floating thing. Hits. We're fine.
And that is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. With fire, that is not on this very long list of things. So yep, goes through fine.
Cool, that's me.
Cool. Okay. The thing is now very confused at why you're a vine blight, but will still go for you.
Cool.
Does a 17 hit you as a vine blight?
Yes, a 17 hits me as a vine blight. My AC is now 12.
Awesome.
And I can't see anything.
Okay, you take 13 points of psychic damage as a vine blight.
How am I not immune to psychic damage? I'm a fucking plant!
You get vicious mockery of plant. Go figure. So yes, it has swooped down and is now like hitting the plant. The one next to it, Kali.
Even if I remain motionless, because I just look like plant.
I mean, you look like a plant monster. Noah, you do look like a
No.
plant.
If I am motionless, I'm indistinguishable from a tangle of vines.
Well, it saw you.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. Yep. Look, I'm trying to make the best out of this, Catherine. I asked for Archer so he can use my magic item, and now I'm a fucking plant.
Okay, 17 plus lots of stuff to hit in Kali. 17 plus 6, 23 to hit in Kali?
Yep.
Yep. That's... Oh, I rolled super low, though. Excuse me. 9 points of psychic damage to you and Kali. Misery, it is your turn.
Okay, so I am going to try my magic missile again.
Cool.
Sorry, I'm going to use a bonus action to convert some spell slots into sorcery points. So,
okay.
As long as you trust me to do that, I'll just do that.
Yep. What level are you casting Magic Missile at?
3rd level.
Okay. Do you have a 4th level spell slot available?
No.
Okay. The spell does not go through.
Oh, man!
I told you magic was harder.
Yeah, that is hard. Okay, at least I got my sorcery. Oh, wait! Oh, no, yeah, that was my bonus action.
Yeah, so that was your bonus action. You still got an action. And you can cast another
okay.
spell as your action if you want.
Oh, okay, come on.
Yeah. Because that spell didn't go through.
Sweet. In that case, I will...
Also, for chat's benefit, I did warn them that I was going to break magic badly, so...
Yes.
Yeah. This is my fault. I'm just gonna... Can I use a cantrip? Can I cast Firebolt?
Absolutely,
Okay.
Yeah. Are you firebolting this one, or...?
Yeah, I'm firebolting the one near Turnip. So, 25 to hit.
Yep.
And that hits for 9 points of damage.
9 points of fire damage to the one near Turnip. It's looking hurt.
Yay!
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's the first time in this entire battle that I think I've hurt something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm just saying. I'm useless.
At least you're not a plant!
Yeah, that's true.
The archers are going to rush in. They're going to try to shoot Ankali. They can make 2 attacks with their longbows. Go
I'm glad at least
them.
one of us gets to use our thing against ranged attacks, Alex.
Yeah. Well, archer number 1 misses both, so 2 arrows just go wide, bounce off these beautifully intricately carved steps. 1 miss and 1 hit, so 22 to hit with the
Okay, so I will use deflect missiles.
Yes, you will.
Do you roll
So
damage?
it does 11 points of damage.
Okay, I can. It's 11 plus 1d10. So I
Amazing.
Just
So
catch the
you
arrow
just
up there
catch it,
and
yeah.
break it in my hand, just like children.
Nice.
And then the archers will duck back into cover because they understand how to play D&D. Okay, the Merahs have another go at the ritual. Magic is getting harder still. Dr. Turnip, you were only a plant for 6 seconds, so at the start of your turn, you come back to Dr. Turnip.
Okay. That's good. Where are my stats gone? I was looking at the Vine Blight still, trying to figure out what the fuck a Vine Blight can do, which isn't very much. But now I'm a fairy again. Still got the scimitar, because I'm still in melee with this thing, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait, I might do something different. No, that probably wouldn't work. No, that wouldn't help me. Okay, no, I'm just gonna take 2 more swings at it with the scimitar.
Great.
The Merah are collapsing around us. That is an 24 to hit.
That hits.
And a 20 to hit, not a
Also
natural 20. For a total of 20 points of slashing damage.
Great. Does not do as much as you expect, but still does something.
I'm just real mad I was a plant. I didn't enjoy that. And then I will make an offhand attack as well for my bonus action, which is 18 plus 8, which is some number that I don't know, for 3 points of damage reduced to 1.
Every little bit counts.
Yeah.
Little bit of this like weird necrotic smoke.
At least I'm on the ground for when I get knocked out on this creature's next turn. And yes, I will have stood up as well. I should say that, because I assume I was prone.
Well, you did fall, so yes.
Yeah.
And Collie?
Okay, so first of all, is the dome that the Merah are in, like, how tall is that?
It's about Merah are very short. It's about 5 foot tall in the middle.
So I can kind of see over it, basically.
You can see over it. You can climb onto it if you want.
Okay. Could I climb up onto it?
Yeah.
And throw my chakram at the ones fighting Dr. Turnip?
Thank you.
Sure thing. Make a acrobatics check, just to see how cool you look climbing the invisible dome.
+8. Nice. 24.
Oh yes, you look amazing. You just run up the dome and in one smooth motion throw the chakram.
Okay. So.
You do trigger an attack of opportunity though.
Oh right, I thought I was going on top of, basically it's like standing on their heads, like there. Like,
you want to stand like there. Okay. Cool. Got it. Sorry.
That is so that's +9, so 21 and 24.
Yep. You're gonna kill it.
Yes.
Please, yeah. So, chakram, boom, boom. The smoke around Dr. Turnip dissipates, and Dr. Turnip, who is I think pretty bloody at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is what's happened in every battle, to be fair. Even though I built a ranged attacker, I don't know how this keeps happening, Catherine.
Well.
I just like to you, and then I spin around and drop kick the one next to me with my.
Amazing. Amazing.
Nice.
That is probably going to miss. 11.
11 misses, yeah. Okay. Katenga.
So I am gonna move into about here. I'm gonna look at this last shadowy thing. And just because we're getting to the end and I want to see what happens, I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave.
That's fun.
Yeah, Tidal Wave.
Please tell me I'm not in the range of this.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Specifically 10 feet wide, so it should be fine for
Okay.
Thank
only
you.
this.
It's appreciated.
You'll need to roll your d10 d100, but in addition, as you try to cast this, you get like a jolt of magic. And even though you cast it at a 3rd level, it's the equivalent of a 4th level spell, which I don't think actually does anything. Okay, it doesn't say. Add an extra d8, so it does 5d8 rather than 4d8. Great.
Okay, so that was a 2 and an 89 that I got.
A
as well.
2 and an 89. Okay, everyone in the room starts hiccuping.
Brutal.
Including the Merah.
Nope, the Merah are protected by their dome.
Good. Although that would have been really cute.
Also, the shadowy thing doesn't breathe. On call, you don't breathe either. Okay, Dr. Turnip, Katenga, and Misery, you start hiccuping.
And that's a Dex save, please.
Dex save. Yeah, that's a fail.
So that is 19 points.
19 points of what kind of damage? Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning damage, yeah, and knocked prone.
And knocked. It's immune to being prone, but yep. This sort of magical damage just knocks into it. It does not seem very happy with this. Also, you extinguish flames within like 30 feet of it, I think. Yeah, these 2 candles go out.
Nice.
Cool.
The force of your tidal wave. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Cool. This thing is just going to keep on attacking Akali. Unless it wants to do something more exciting. Yeah, it's going to do another Whisper of Compulsion. So I need all 4 of you, please, to make a Wisdom saving throw.
18.
Save?
I rolled a 7.
That's a fail.
Yep.
19.
Save?
And an 18.
Save. Okay, so Dr. Turnip, you take 12 points of psychic damage. Are you still up?
I am. Yep.
Okay,
Wow.
you immediately use your reaction to shoot the nearest ally, who is, I think, Katenga again.
Oh!
That's a 15 to hit, which I believe misses.
No, it hits.
Oh shit! Sorry. Sorry. God damn this dice roller. But that's only gonna be 7 points of damage this time.
It's the only damage that I've taken this whole combat is 2 bullets.
Okay, listen, this is not my fault because I know the chat's gonna blame me.
Yeah, no, this is definitely on the evil.
Dr.
undead
Turnip
thing.
has grown as a person. Fairy, or fairies people, yes. And she likes Katanga, and she thinks he's a nice guy who gave her some great insights about the world.
Oh.
But she still shot him, so...
Yeah,
You blew me up last time!
this is true. Misery, it is your turn.
You turned me into a vine blight! Like, I'm
Okay.
sorry, I think we're on equal footing here, Sam.
Catherine, you know when you said that magic gets hard, can I still not cast magic missile like forever?
No, you want to try casting Magic Missile again?
I would like to try casting magic missile.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
let's
the spell goes through. Go ahead. Well,
Oh,
D10,
sweet.
D100 first.
Yeah.
I swear if you turn me into a plant as well.
A 2 and a 78.
Oh, every fire in the room extinguishes. And also, 924. Why is find not working?
So also,
Okay. Yeah, no, your spell happens first and then this thing will happen. So yeah, go ahead with your spell.
okay. Dun,
What's the phrasing of this thing?
So 1d4 plus 1. So the first missile. Oh wait, I'm targeting the shadowy guy next to Ankali.
Yep.
I'm just gonna focus on that dude.
Okay.
So the first missile is 2. Second is 4, and the third is 3. Sorry. So that is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Your 3 missiles hit, and as the third hits it, this guy vanishes and reappears right next to you.
Great!
Okay. Sorry, bonus action or movement?
I'm gonna summon my hound.
Cool.
Get my hound out.
Get out the dingo. Cool.
And I'll
I
roll
will-
initiative.
No.
14 is the initiative of my hound.
14 is the initiative of the hound. Cool.
And it occurs in unoccupied space within 30 feet of the target.
Yeah, where
it's
do
just
you want to
gonna
put
be
it?
next to me.
Okay, cool.
Right next to me.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, the archers are going to pop their heads back out and attempt to shoot Ankali again, because they are dumb. Or maybe the tank is tanking. One misses. One is a nat 20.
I think I will deflect that one.
Yeah, I think so too. This is D8 plus 4, so 6 plus 4, 10 points of piercing damage, so you catch it with your reaction, no problem.
Just throw it over my shoulder.
Archer number
Almost.
2, that's another miss and a hit. So 5 points of piercing damage as another arrow hits you.
Okay. I'll take that one.
Okay, magic gets harder yet again. And the dome below your feet, Ankali, glows gold for a moment. It seems the Merah are very close to finishing their ritual. Dr. Turnip.
I am so angry about so many things. Okay, let me see. Where can I get? I only have 30 feet of movement, so I don't think I can get. Can I get somewhere where I could see one of the archers? Like over here, maybe?
Yeah, you could see the bottom one from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Or actually, yeah. No, I'm gonna go for one of the archers. Where did I just say I was moving to? There. Okay, so I will move there, and I will take 2 shots at the archer. I'm gonna spend a grit point to make it a deadeye shot on the first one.
Great.
Which gives me advantage for a 25 to hit.
Yep.
And I'm still angry. I'm gonna spend my second grit point on this guy as well.
Great.
Because I'm real mad for 21 to hit. Which will be a total of nice 8 plus 9 plus 10 is 27 points of piercing damage in all.
27 points of piercing damage. You shoot him once in the throat and once sort of in this like little gap in his leather armor, and he falls. He's
Awesome.
dead.
Got him.
Cool. Yeah, and now I'll need to reload, so that's gonna be my turn.
Cool. And Kali.
Okay, so I shall use my big old movement to run up into this guy's face.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like, now it's my turn. And I'm going to use my bite attack.
Nice.
That's probably going to miss on a 10.
Indeed.
And 22 to hit.
Yep. Because yeah, totally normal humans absolutely just bite archers.
I like that the overlay still said that Ankali wasn't a human instead of a
I meant
Dampier.
to get Sam to put asterisk around it. So that will be 4 points of piercing damage, which I will use my Fang Bite to heal with.
Nice.
And then I will knee him.
Great.
Which I assume on a 28
Yes.
or something to hit with.
The 8, yes.
And that will be 7. No, it won't. It'll be 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Excellent. As you just like sink your fangs into his neck and then just knee him in the groin. Anything else on your turn?
I meant to. Bonus action. Can I do that yet? No, that's a key point. No, never mind. No, that's it.
Cool. Katenga, your turn.
I'm going to move up to the enemy next to Misery.
It's looking very badly hurt, by the way.
Grand. I'm going to take 2 swipes at it with my dagger.
Excellent.
Which is going to be 12 to hit, which
Misses.
And a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so that's going to be a big old 4.
4 was exactly what you needed. It had 2
Nice.
hit points left.
Nice.
So, yeah, with this druid cleric just madly swinging his dagger, he managed to dissipate just enough of the smoke that the necromantic bindings that has tethered this spirit to the world fade. And this thing is gone.
Stand there.
Yay!
Yay.
Anything else?
How is everyone around me doing?
Terrible.
Well, Misery.
I'm fine. I'm perfect.
Yeah, okay, great.
Has Misery even taken a single hit point of damage his entire campaign? Because I'm pretty sure the answer is no.
I definitely did at some point, and I think I just thought, well, I'm not doing that again.
3.
So I would say I use just like 5 foot of movement there, right? So
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, if I move a little bit closer, I can give Dr. Turnup a healing word.
Absolutely.
Are we all happy that I do that, considering that this becomes the point?
At the moment, yes, I may start yelling at a later point.
Explode.
Okay.
I have 6 hit points, so it doesn't take a lot to explode me at this point.
Okay, what level are you casting healing word at?
Second.
2nd level. Okay. Cool. Roll your d10, d100, please.
That is 24 and a 6.
A 24 and a 6. I'm sorry, friend. You turn into a puddle of water. This spell does not go through. And also, Dr. Turnup, your hair turns bright green.
Cool.
So wait, which one of us turns into a puddle of water? Katenga.
Katenga is now a puddle of water, and Dr. Turnup, your hair is bright green. The spell does not go through.
This is actually very funny because the 2 sets of dice that I've decided to use for Dr. Turnip are pink and green, which are now the colors of her hair.
Yeah.
It was foretold.
However, Katenga, if anyone tries to splash in you, you do 2d10 damage.
Amazing.
You're a puddle of water.
Makes sense. This
Can I
makes a lot of
can I-
sense somehow.
Can I, like, I we'll get to my turn, but can I cast Shape Water as a puddle? And like
You cannot
shape
cast
my-
as a... No.
Just shake myself back into myself.
I mean, that would be amazing, but sadly, no.
Anyway,
Okay. It is now the Dingo of Hell's turn. What is the Dingo of Hell doing?
Just running. Moving 50 feet towards that last archer.
Amazing. Does he want to, like, leap over the...
Hell yeah.
Cool. Can you roll an athletics or acrobatics for the Dingo of Hell?
I can. So let's roll. Let me roll d20. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yes, that's +3 to whatever you roll.
11 plus 3, 14.
14. Okay, yeah, no problem. Is able to jump over. Not the smoothest move, but the dingo of hell is so fierce looking that it doesn't matter. Misery, it's now your turn.
Alright, I am just gonna firebolt the guy. Range 120 feet. I don't even have to move.
Oh, amazing. You'd have to move to like here to get a clear shot, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Thank you so much. Oh, well, 11 to hit.
Nope.
Okie dokie. So what? Let me have a quick look at bonus action. Sorry. How many is left for my meta magic? I believe that I have none. Okay, that's it for me.
Cool. It's now the last remaining archer's turn. The archer is going to pull out the short sword and try to hit Ankali with the short sword. And it's gonna miss. Gonna miss real bad. He's looking desperate and fearing for his life. Merah, make magic much harder. Dr. Turnip.
I will move to wherever I have a clean shot on the archer. So yeah, we'll say
Sure.
there-ish.
Yeah.
Cool. And I will shoot him twice.
Great.
I will reload and shoot him once, actually. Okay. Because that's what I have to do. That is going to be a 27 to hit.
Yes.
For 13 points of piercing damage.
Please describe how you killed the next archer.
I haven't noticed my hair has turned green, because I assume it's quite bloody. So it's hard to tell. I'm very angry because I have been turned into a plant. And the people here in this temple just seem like just monsters. Because these Merah are very cute and fluffy. So I just take very careful aim, and Ankali's kind of in the way, so I just, as Ankali like probably raises her arm to go in for the next hit, just shoot under Ankali's arm and straight into the guy's, like, heart.
Boom!
Yeah.
Clear, clean heart shot. The second archer falls. You see some other archers were approaching, and then they see the dead bodies of their brethren, and they're just like, nope, and then they just run out. They are done.
Sensible.
The Merah finished their ritual, and the dome that they are in shoots out and expands very quickly, and in that millisecond as the golden light passes through you, you lose all ability to cast leveled spells. Katanga, you turn from a puddle back into yourself.
Is my hair still green?
Your hair turns back into its normal color.
Cool.
My hound disappears as the target's been reduced to 0.
Your hound disappears.
Bye, Kane.
And then you see the four Merah just like exhausted, just kind of limply lying on the temple floor, and it seems that the danger has passed and that we are out of combat.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, perfect moment in the music as well.
Katanga still puzzle.
Sam, you're rehired.
Was there a question there about Katanga?
No, I said
Are
Sam,
you still a
you're
puddle of
rehired.
water?
No. Catherine said
Oh,
I'm
good.
back to just being a
Excellent.
big
He
old
just is the
airhead.
brain of a puddle of water now. But we love him anyways.
I sort of head
I'm gonna
back
go
over.
check on. Oh, there you go.
Sorry, two people were talking and now nobody's talking.
Can Katanga go check on the 4 Merah?
Yeah, that was.
Yep, as Katanga approaches, they kind of raise their heads, and one of them Binti has also crawled out. Binti was very safely hiding back by the stairs and sort of comes over, and they kind of look
With
at Binti
Henry.
and look at you. And they, yes, with Henry, of course, but Binti's kind of like dragging Henry along.
My heart.
And the Merah just looks.
So
now that everything involving that necromancer has gone, will casting a spell go okay, or will it?
The Merah shake their heads. Also, one of them, in the sort of like blood of one of the many things that has died in here, sort of dips their claws in and scrawls out in common the word "thank you."
Oh.
That's slightly horrific, but very cute.
Yeah, it's a bit macabre, but thank you.
I'm sure one of us has got like pencil and paper.
Oh, definitely here. Well, I don't know. They don't have thumbs on Kali.
I think they do actually.
I've got charcoal actually.
Yeah,
Well,
giant pandas
opposable
have thumbs.
thumbs.
Red pandas do not.
No. Red pandas do not have thumbs, Catherine said.
Oh.
It's
I had
just
the
a
impression
giant
that they
panda
had
has
6
that
digits like
extra.
giant pandas.
No, they're not. Red pandas are closer related to raccoons than.
Yeah,
they're
but
not
I
giant
thought that
pandas.
was they were sort of
Though
parallel.
raccoons do also have little hands.
I'm gonna check that because I'm sure.
I mean, watch me be wrong.
You're not gonna best Catherine on red panda facts.
No,
I
you
feel.
might best. You can't best me on giant pandas. You can totally
Okay.
best me on red
Okay.
pandas. I don't
Fair
know.
enough. Fair enough. Also, I feel like I should tell people I got this one at the Edinburgh Zoo. If anyone wants one, they're very cute. Big
Oh,
fluffy turds.
Nope.
They have such a-
Nature 2017. Red pandas have independently evolved an extra digit, a false thumb.
Yes,
Oh.
because that's why they were thought to be pandas, because they were like, this is kind of similar. Like maybe they're related.
Did you know that the Firefox logo isn't actually a fox? It's a panda. It's a red panda, and that
Yes.
they make a noise called twittering. Internet.
That's me.
I'd
I
much,
make that noise.
much prefer if Firefox was just like red panda instead. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
shit search engine, make it a wee bit better.
Yeah.
Red panda.
Spice it up.
So what are they going to write down then for us?
Yes,
blood?
using their false thumb, using their radial sesamoid. Yeah.
There's some psychon for you.
I'm not a psychomer. I'm sorry.
No, no,
birds.
you're good. You're good, Catherine.
Yeah, they write out how grateful they are that you brave heroes have saved them. They explain that they're just humble Merah, so they don't really have anything to reward you with, but they're happy to cook you a fine feast of, bamboo. But they can probably make it palatable for humanoids. They've had some practice with it. And just like words and words and words about how grateful they are and how you saved the valley and everyone there and how evil the necromancer was and how he was planning on taking over the valley and how, yeah.
This is something of a long shot, I appreciate, but as you did seem to have powers over magic and such, I was wondering if you might be able to help me with my curse at all.
The four Merah kind of like circle you a bit, and then one, with your permission, sort of like climbs up and sort of like sniffs at your hair, and then presses a little paw to your forehead, and then climbs back down, and then writes out that if you're willing to stay here for a few weeks, they can work on it, but no promises.
That would be greatly appreciated, thank you. And I bow.
Writes out the least we could do. Thank you.
I also have a question, because you seem very wise, which is something I'm maybe realizing that I'm not. I have this dilemma that I'm not sure how to best help my family. Because I've always been going down one path, but I feel like it's not actually one that might be particularly helpful. And I guess I'm just wondering what you would suggest I do. And I'll explain, like, the farm's gonna get sold and academia is a hellhole. And I'm realizing I should maybe not exploit the Merah for my own personal academic success.
Yeah.
I will tell them this.
They start asking you lots of questions about, like, what do you enjoy? What do you want to do with your life?
I like shooting things.
Yeah. They ask you questions like, if you were to have a kid, would you want that kid to follow their dreams? Do you think your parents want you to follow your dreams? And I mean, they don't give you an answer, but they sit down for some like really excellent talk therapy. Perfect. And they discuss your career and life ambitions.
That's what Turnip needs. Yes.
Just
just therapy to help with this academia thing. Absolutely, that everyone needs. She's gonna just sit down and like have a think.
Katanga is gonna just wander up to the nearest of the Merah and just like hand over a pot and be like, "I'd like you to have this," and just hand over Henry.
The Merah that you approached bows, and then it takes two of them to move the pot, but between the two of them, they very carefully place the pot on a location of honor on one of the altars in a side chamber.
I was slightly concerned they were going to eat him for a second.
No.
Bamboo is a type of grass.
Indeed.
But, take good care of him. He's good grass.
And I just look at Merah and say, well, what'd you say? Any words of wisdom?
The Merah that you're talking to cocks their head and kind of looks at you and then winks and then writes down, "You don't need our wisdom. You're doing fine on your own."
They know all about you, Misery. They've heard of your courses.
Yeah. Just tuck that into the whole...
Make sure you have a good lawyer on call. But...
Oh, maybe I should retrain as a lawyer.
Awesome.
Oh.
So at some point, it sounds like Ankali is staying at the temple, but if the three of you were to head back down to the town where you started, you are greeted as heroes again. There's feasting, there's dancing. The rewards that the town is able to summon for you are not great, but they are heartfelt. Get a very nice knitted blanket.
Before we left, we split the gold in the bag of holding so that Ankali can have a quarter of it.
Third. I'm not taking any.
Fine. Third. If you're gonna insist.
Katanga, would you like to take Binti with you on your next adventure, or are you going to bring Binti back to his family and friends?
Well, I think the thing is that like Binti came of his own accord, right? So
well, you did charm him into coming with you, but
yes,
only for the first day.
Yeah,
and
at that point he'd been kidnapped.
So I guess it's like to find out, like, does Binti want to stay? And if Binti doesn't want to stay, then Binti can go home.
I mean, Binti seems delighted with your company and seems perfectly happy to carry on to your next adventure, if you so desire.
Yeah, you stay with me, pal.
I still feel like there's some conversation to be had about how I'm the colonizer, but I'm not the one who's taking an animal out of its native habitat. I haven't stolen anything.
Yet. There's still time.
Yet.
I have the alchemy jug, but that's in the bag of holding, and that is for Misery.
Oh, yeah.
It's because your bag is solid gold.
No. And yes, and as we zoom out, we have Ankali at the Temple of the Merah working on lifting her curse. We have Katanga, Dr. Charnup, and Misery back at the town feasting and thinking about the lessons that they have learned along the way.
Yeah.
We bring our campaign to a close.
I will, during the feast, Turnip will druid craft one of the rhododendron bushes to flower. and give one of the flowers to Katanga.
What am I, chopped liver?
You have a third of the gold!
Alright, I see how it is with you. We're gonna write a book together.
But yeah, and you'll get half of the royalties.
Alright then.
Well, Katanga will just we'll take the rhododendron flower and just say thanks, Doc.
So with Katanga and his Binturong friend off to their next adventure, with Misery and Dr. Turnip co-authoring a book.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go back to the farm to write it, though, because I have to help my parents with their tax problem.
That suits me. I'm up for another town, another adventure. Middle of nowhere. Bring it on.
Like, one shot next year, Dr. Turnip and Misery versus the Taxman.
Dr. Turnip and Misery breaking out of prison, probably.
Yes.
We're definitely setting the university on fire.
Why am I imagining it as like a stoner movie, like Harold and Kumar style or something like that?
Yeah.
Who's your guy on the outside? It's Katanga.
Katanga's gone to the wrong prison.
Katanga gets all of the rats to come in and give you guys messages and to sneak you shivs
And Kali's turns out has just been hired as a prison guard and's like, well, I guess I better help these guys.
I feel like it's like Katanga has like come up with this elaborate scheme involving messages, and Kali literally just like walks along the ceiling and lets you out, just while this like elaborate Rube Goldberg.
But that will be next year's one-shots, when the intrepid party, who don't have a name, will return, probably. Maybe, we'll see.
Lesbians.
Level 20 epic lesbian campaign. Catherine, are you up for that?
It's also definitely queer baiting. Like,
Yes, absolutely.
engage in any lesbianism.
Lesbian.
Yes.
What happens at the farm
Yeah.
stays on the farm. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching the search for the Merah. Thank you, Catherine, for DMing. Thank you, Rachel, for joining us to play. You will all be receiving a gift from Science and Sorcery when it arrives at my house, and I can ship it to you, because there are postal strikes and it's Christmas. So thank you. They are a special gift. They are a set of dice called Midas Gold. After the incredible event that created the Golden Boulder. I tried to find Red Panda dice and they don't exist, so there's a gap in the market there. But yeah, thank you so much for playing. Do you want to tell the people where they can find you, Catherine?
I mean, Twitter, you can find me at ShearedCat, or you can find me on Mastodon, ShearedCat at ecoevo.social.
Cool. Good to know. Rachel, I almost called you Misery.
Either Twitter or Instagram at Sci with Rach. Science,
Perfect.
like I with Rach. My Instagram is pretty rubbish at the moment, but as Twitter goes down there, I'm sure it will shape up nicely.
Yeah. And Alex, yourself, remind the good people where you exist in the world.
You can find me mostly on Twitter at Alex J. Holt. That's mostly it.
Find Alex somewhere in England.
Yes.
But also, please don't.
Yeah. If you find me in the streets, you have to give me money or something. I don't know.
You find Alex in the street, you have to hand them a mysterious note and don't say anything.
Yeah.
And Sam, yourself, as we sign off for the year.
At Scottish Psycom, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'm not really using Twitter anymore. Mainly Science and Sorcery's Twitter account is where I post now. Yeah, find me there.
Yep. And you can find me still on Twitter, though I am also posting a lot less, at DJ Vademan. Excited to see who the new CEO is going to be. Probably John McAfee's ghost with the way things have been going. But you can also find Science and Sorcery at Sci and Sorcery on Twitter until it crumbles into the ocean. You can find Science and Sorcery at Science and Sorcery on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Patreon. And if you're not sure about joining Patreon, I am going to be posting more content there, as Science and Sorcery is preparing some exciting stuff for the new year, which we do want to tell you about. So first up in January, on the... Remind me of the date, Sam?
The 11th.
The 11th, that's what I thought. The 11th of January, we're going to be starting another mini campaign, which Sam is going to be DMing. It's called These Lands Call for You. Alex and I will be playing. The other players have been announced? Have not been announced?
No.
Have not been announced, but you will hear who they are very soon. And one of them you may have seen here before, and the other one is a brand new face for us. So that's going to be really fun. You'll get more details on that in the near future. Science and Sorcery also is going to run their very first full-size campaign, think like grand adventure lasting who knows how long. In March, I will be DMing this, and I will be getting people on Patreon to give me some inputs in the world building and the campaign planning phases. So any level on Patreon starts at £3 a month. You can help me build this world and get some insights which the players may not even get for a while. So that'll be in March.
Do I get
Sam?
to put into that? Because I pay into the Patreon. Do I get to
yeah, I guess. Fine. The players probably will get to know most of this stuff pretty quickly. And what else is there? Yes, exciting. Science and Sorcery is going to be doing several live shows next year in the United Kingdom. England and Scotland, probably. We will be announcing details for at least one of those at some point in the new year. But that one is pretty much confirmed. We're just waiting on specifics on dates and things. Sam, Alex, and I will meet for the first time. That's exciting. And there will also be more live shows, so stay tuned for those. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting us this past year. Happy holidays.
Buy merch.
Buy merch! We're also on Redbubble.
Yes.
Oh, bye, Rachel. And we will see you
Rachel,
again.
don't buy Rachel.
No, goodbye, Rachel. Yes, goodbye, Rachel. There she is. Hi again, Rachel. We will see everyone again in 2022. So happy holidays, happy new year. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye, folks.
Bye.